Waupun.
Wild. Oh my gosh. All right. It's going to cross the highway.
Waupun Alto is included in this, east of Fox Lake. You can see the rotation. It's pretty strong on radar. It's about to drop another tornado, it looks like. Fond du Lac and Dodge counties, you guys are included in this.
We're going to move in for intercept here. We're moving in. We're going to go get it. It's going to cross the highway right up here. It's right there. Just to our left. It's coming across the road.
Trying to drop again on the left side of your screen.
Moving in. It's right here. It is going to cross right up here. We're going to pull off. It's going to cross the highway right in front of us. It's going to go right in front of us, guys. I don't see any circulation on the ground. Still a funnel cloud overhead.
Literally above his head. Look at that thing spin.
Might be in the tornado here. Oh my gosh, look at it go up there. Oh my goodness.
It's literally spinning right above his head right now. And this thing may be trying to drop another tornado. As it moves to the northeast, this is going towards Waupun in Wisconsin. You need to be in your storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible, just north of Burnett right now. Just south of Alto, going towards Oakfield. Fond du Lac will eventually be in the path of this. The storm itself obviously just produced a tornado, and it may try to drop another tornado as it moves northeast here over the next few minutes. I do think he has lost signal just temporarily. He should be back in a moment, so we're just waiting for a signal to come back. But again, this is likely going to try to drop another tornado here at any moment as it continues to track to the northeast towards Oakfield as well. Fond du Lac, thank you. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin will eventually be in the path of this. And obviously it says radar indicated, but we just literally had a tornado on the ground, so there's at least been confirmation of a tornado at one point on that storm. The one near Watertown is still broadly rotating. There is a little hook north of Watertown. We could also have a tornado at any moment here, going towards Lebanon. That is also going towards Neosho. Rubicon, just south of Iron Ridge, eventually going towards Addison and Hartford. So if you're in the general track of this storm, be weather aware. We could get a tornado warning at any moment. There has been a rotating wall cloud on that for quite some time. We also still have a tornado warning just southeast of Wisconsin Dells. This one is just broadly rotating right now. I don't see a tornado imminent, but we are going to continue to watch it like a hawk in case it does try to produce the threat again of a tornado here. Also, real quickly, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure to put your location in the chat. We're going to do a little heat map.
Okay, now I'm working. My mic is now working. All right, there we go.
From gives us an idea of where we should be.
All right. I was sitting there talking to myself for a minute. What's going on? I don't know why my mic. I have to plug it in and out, or unplug it and plug it back in every once in a while.
Where everybody's tuning in from. We'll show it on screen here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're dealing with some tornadic activity. I don't know if anybody else is watching Max, but I've been watching.
This is just moments ago. In case you're just tuning in, this was the tornado
you have
that
two
just
storms here in
happened
Wisconsin.
North of Beaver Dam.
You got 3 tornado warning storms now. This one's the one where we just seen a tornado on the ground here.
Again, this might be
right in here. I kind of want to take a 3D view look at this thing. Oh, we got a new tornado warning
as it continues to move northeast.
Hey, everything's going to go crazy right now today, I guess. Everything's popping off like crazy.
That's why. Strong area of
tornado warnings all over.
That is heading towards Mount Morris.
This is the one with the hook on it. This is the one that was unwarned.
You're in this tornado warning.
That Corey was chasing here.
Closet or bathroom. Get away from windows and get on the lowest floor possible. This is slowly moving to the east-northeast right now, going in the direction of Mount Morris. So Mount Morris, you guys are in the path of this, just south of Wild Rose. It's kind of
I'm actually surprised that dropped a tornado. How you doing, JPS 91? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Spin in vorticity. This is slowly moving to the north and northeast at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. It is completely rain wrapped, by the way, so you do not try to be looking for this tornado.
We got 3 tornado warnings.
Reason to look for this tornado. It is
I was like, man, are any of these going to get bad? And all of a sudden, it got crazy. All of a sudden, yeah, this one's completely rain wrapped right here. You got a big rotation right here coming towards what is that town called? Wautoma and Silver Lake. We got a big rotating storm coming towards you. It's
Also,
not confirmed on the
looks like
ground,
Charlie
but
still has
yeah,
signal.
this
storm again
rotation
could
is
still be producing a
completely rain
tornado right now
wrapped.
near Waupun.
See if we can get a good look at this storm.
It's currently moving to the northeast right now, just south and east of Alto.
West Plains, Missouri.
Just north
Let's
of
go
Burnett, going
look.
towards
I'll
Oakfield
check
and
for you in
Fond du
just a
Lac.
minute, buddy. Interference is really chopping out a lot of data from this 3D image. Let me go ahead and pull up our threat for today. Then we'll go take a look at West Plains, Missouri for you. So yeah, today we got a 5% here in Wisconsin, Illinois, 2% in the outlying areas.
We have a line of
Chances
storms
for
right now
tornadoes
pushing into
is our
Chicago with
tornado
damaging
alert for
winds.
the day. And then we
Tornado
also
threat right now is on
have
the low side of things, but
another
continue
area
to
of a
stay
2%
weather
here in
aware.
Colorado.
The terminal radar sites
in
are down.
Miami.
They're actually back up now,
So,
so we have at least another
quite
viewage
the
of
large
the,
area
line
and
of
threat
storms that's coming
today.
to
So
Chicago. I do not see anything really
let me grab
rotating
my
right now. I think the main concern for the time being is damaging winds, but continue to stay
check
weather aware as this line of storms
Missouri
continues
for
to
ya.
push to the east. Also, we have a new damage report back over in Hampshire,
Message
in
retracted.
Illinois. That is trees and power lines.
were you the one that asked me about it? You're asking about
That's
Missouri?
according to emergency management.
I mean,
Also,
we got
Vince is
this
currently
big
en route
long
for the
line of
storm near
storms right
Beaver Dam. I
here.
think Charlie's going to come back in a second.
I mean, this is where a lot of our tornado warnings are coming out of. So we have a good chance of seeing any of these storms here rotating. Missouri is not in the tornado threat at all today, really. I mean, there's a couple of rain showers. Looks like the bottom end of this has basically made its way through Missouri. Yo, what's up, Jacob?
It's also
good to see you, Jacob.
Storms over in Illinois from Winfield, Illinois, just moments ago from one of our chat moderators, Marissa.
How you been, buddy?
From a golf course.
I missed you guys.
Golf that's coming in there to Illinois. That is.
And then I turned on my stream and my mic wasn't working.
60 to 65 miles per hour.
These are some little storms out here. It's crazy they're spinning up like they are.
If you have any photos or videos, you can add us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX.
There's another one by Portage. Just take a 3D view of this thing.
We have some broad rotation also. Northeast of Wisconsin Dells. That's tracking.
This storm's a little bigger. This one's up to about 50,000 feet here. The severe part's only up to about 30.
Rotation there. Charlie has come back. This is a live shot of that storm that was just producing a tornado.
Oh, St. Louis weather gup's here too. Is Nightbot here? Do I have to do anything for Nightbot to come back in? Let me see here.
I don't know what happened there. It said I was
see if Nightbot's working.
Completely froze, but nothing has really happened in between that moment there. The storm is just.
You have a tornado warning in this one. Yes, Nightbot is here.
It's trying to recycle. Yeah, apologies about the freeze there.
So we do have an area of rotation right here by Portage, but let me see what our 3D view is going to show us here.
Also, the damaging wind threat in Cook, Will, and DuPage counties, Illinois is now
pretty low in. I mean, if we did have something form, it'd be like right down in here. But this is one of our tornado warnings by Portage.
So again, large lowering still in the storm near Waupun in Wisconsin.
I'd say it's. I mean, it's definitely got some rotation in it, but it's doesn't look too threatening when you take a look at the 3D view.
Still very low to the ground here.
But it could definitely still produce a weak tornado, I think.
We were safe.
This is the one by Portage. We don't have any confirmed tornadoes right now. We actually did have. We had a PDS tornado while I wasn't at home. I just came home and I was like, holy smokes, Max missed it too. Yeah, there's a PDS tornado warning earlier today.
Yeah, apologies about the connection issue.
I've been playing 7 Days to Die pretty much lately. Watching TV. I've been watching Halo. I got the Paramount. I've used Walmart Plus for the longest time, so I started watching TV on Paramount. So I've been watching like Survivor and watched the Halo show, a couple other things. I haven't checked out The Great Race yet. I'm gonna watch that eventually.
I don't know.
This is back over near Kleiman in Lebanon, just off to the north.
How you doing, Bob?
This is another
Sean, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What do you need help with, Bob? Is it weather related?
This is
got any questions about weather? I can help you.
Tornado is on the ground.
Okay, so we got a confirmed tornado on the ground now.
Well, they have upgraded the tornado warning here, a little bit delayed, but this is now upgraded to a
so this one is confirmed tornado on the ground right here.
In Wisconsin. So obviously, seek shelter if you're in this warning. We just had a tornado a moment ago.
So this thing is on the ground doing damage now as we speak.
So
the one by Fox Lake
upgrade this to confirmed. It was confirmed.
It's heading towards a town called Black Wolf between Fond du Lac and Oshkosh.
This is Charlie's view of it right now.
This one, Charlie has a view of the storm here. It's confirmed on the ground now, I
Yeah, the
guess.
storm's still spinning. It's kind of going outflowing.
Let's get
but we
a
still have an area of
3D view of it. The velocities aren't showing up too good on the radar.
But yay, yay construction.
Little,
Welcome to Wisconsin.
a lot of radar
Yeah,
interference
yeah,
here, so I don't know if we're missing some of the velocity scans.
Tornado warning.
Let me try to get a 3D view of this one again. I thought I looked at it just a second ago. Yeah, I did.
That was the prettiest tornado I've ever seen. That was so beautiful.
It's not the biggest monstrous storm. It's not like a big giant super snow, but it is definitely a thunderstorm, right?
We're back to him in a
I
second.
guess
He's
you could
still
call
in
it
this
somewhat of a
confirmed
mini
tornado warning
super
though, near
cell.
Waupun in Wisconsin, tracking towards Oakfield and Fond du Lac. Also, further to the north in our other tornado warning near Watuma, that one's actually had some pretty strong like in terms of velocities have been pretty strong. It's been broadly rotating though near Watuma. That'll be coming up into Wild Rose here in a few minutes. I would expect they'll probably issue another tornado warning that'll kind of go in the direction of Wild Rose, just southeast of Plainfield and south of Wapaka.
Kind of got a
So
lot
be ready
of
for a tornado warning if you're in Wild Rose. The
interference
active
in this
tornado
area, but
warning
you
goes
can
for about
kind
a
of
half
see
hour,
this that
but
it's
the
rotating
rotation
coming
will
down
definitely
through
be moving
here.
outside of the tornado warning.
I mean, the
for
hook's
next
right.
few
This
minutes
is
as
our
it
hook
tracks
right
north
here.
along 23, and then further to the south on our other tornado warning near Portage. This one's just been broadly rotating over I-39. That is tracking.
This
to the
one is
northeast
confirmed
right now.
on
So
the
not too
ground right
concerned about
now.
that one, but
It
we're
has a
still gonna be keeping
confirmed
an eye on it in case it does try to drop something.
TOR, which is
as
a
we mentioned
radar
before, again,
confirmed
damaging
tornado
winds
from
around
National
60
Weather
miles per
Service. So you
hour
guys
are
definitely
moving
need to take
in
your
right
safe
now.
spots in
I would fully
Waupun.
expect that
Teddy,
we go here in a moment for 60-mile-per-hour winds.
how you doing? Spice up your life. It's good to see you. Charlotte,
Also,
Charlotte's
this is where
here
everybody's tuning
too.
in from right now. This is kind of crazy, but this is one of our
I'm having a
largest
good
heat
day
maps
now
we've
that
ever
Charlotte's
done.
here.
We literally have a crazy amount of people tuning
What
in
does
right now
Bob
back
need help
over
with?
in
You said he needs
just
help.
the Midwest. This is pretty wild. One of the largest numbers that we've had for just Midwest viewers.
So yeah,
alone.
anybody just pop in here. Let's take a look
In case you're
again real quick.
curious,
This
a
is
bit
our
more of a
tornado
zoomed-in
threat
view
for
of the heat
today.
map of where everybody's tuning in from. And again, when you put your
Actually, I have a
location in the chat,
5%
basically
here,
plotted on
large
the map here.
5% area here, most of
Same amount of
Wisconsin and
people right now in
Illinois,
Chicago
and then
suburbs, Milwaukee, Appleton,
got another
Green Bay,
2% even
Madison,
further
Wisconsin
outlying.
as
And we also
well.
have another one over here in Wyoming
And
and
compare this to our severe
Colorado. We got a
risk for
2%
today.
chance over here. So we got a pretty large threat of tornadoes today.
A new tornado warning.
Kind of
has
crazy in
been
the middle of
issued.
summer.
Our
And
severe
here's
weather
another. We
risk.
got a fourth tornado warning.
Almost everybody
Holy
that's tuning in
smokes.
is either in the slight risk or the
Storm
marginal threat, or
Chaser
most people are in the
908
slight.
team. How you doing? Welcome to
Only
the
a
stream.
handful in the marginal threat of severe weather. Brand new tornado warning. This is
If
also
anybody
in
doesn't know who
Wisconsin.
this is
This
up in
will
the
be a
top
large
right, this
one.
is Max
Back
Velocity.
over
I'm
to
pretty
the east
sure
of
pretty much
Wisconsin,
everybody
down
that
to
watches my
Portage,
stream regularly knows who Max Velocity is. But,
Montello and Harrisville. You
we
guys
do
are
have a
all included
Discord
in this
channel,
tornado warning.
and
If
it's
you're in this
basically like a
warning,
big
seek
free
shelter
chat room. If
immediately.
you guys
Get
want
away
to come
from
and hang
windows,
out,
get on the lowest floor
we have
possible.
all the
Get to an
streamers and
interior
storm
room of your
chasers
home or
linked in it.
building.
Nightbot
This
can
is
link it
currently
for you
moving to
guys.
the northeast right now. It's a large, broad area of rotation that's going to Montello and Harrisville. We got a broad area of rotation.
I guess
right now
everybody missed
that's going towards
the
Harrisville
PDS
again.
warning
And there's
earlier
another
today.
broad area of rotation near Portage, which is also included in this tornado warning.
How you doing, aviation? It's cold, man. This whole storm's like tornado warning now. We just got areas of rotation all over the place here. Let's switch to the old NROT. Maybe it'll help you pinpoint our little velocity couplets. Pretty good velocity couplet right here by Monona, and that's
All right,
not
let's
even
go back
warm.
over to the east. Back over to Waupun first. This is in Waupun, Wisconsin. The
I'm not
latest radar
really
scan
seeing
still
much
showing
of
a
the
large hook echo. I'm not seeing nearly
backside
as
of
much
these
low-level
storms. It
rotation on
looks
this
like a
storm,
lot
but
of
it has
the
had a large wall
rotations
cloud.
one
Could
way.
drop another tornado at any moment. Keep in mind,
Or
when we
more
had the
like,
tornado initially on this
looks
storm near
like
Waupun,
straight line
the,
winds right now. I
tornado
don't know if there's
itself,
something
obviously,
wrong
was
with the
a pretty
radar, because,
decent
you know,
little light.
normally
But it was only on the
Normally
ground
we
for a
would
few
see like
minutes. The other
some
thing I wanna
green
point out,
here,
too, is that
right?
the
But we
rotation
just
on
got
radar did
blue,
not
so we're
look
kind of
that
like missing
impressive.
lots of
So I
the.
think generally speaking, if we have a tornado, it might not be
Like
extremely
here's some
visible
green
here
right
on radar.
here.
So just keep that in mind. Charlie is still on this storm, and this
Thing
one
is
looks
spinning.
I
like
don't know
right
if the
now.
storms are just that
It is still
small or
spinning.
weak, and it's not really showing up that well. That could be
They
why.
might be about to go
Because
again.
these aren't the biggest
So this is
storms.
over Waupun, Wisconsin. So once again, Charlie Bordeaux.
Go ahead and get a big cutout of all these tornado warning storms here. Yeah,
Kinda
see
got a
these
little
these
nibbles in
aren't
there.
the biggest
Jonathan
storms,
Sendall,
right?
Super Chat. It's a
I'm gonna
I mean, if
large
you
area of
count the
rotation.
non-severe part,
Gotta
they're
set
much
up a
bigger.
360 on this.
Like if I bring up, yeah, the non-severe parts, they're quite a bit bigger. They're up to about 40,000 feet or so. Some areas might get up to about 50,000 feet.
We'll go back to him in a moment. But it
Yeah,
is
that might be
spinning
why
still
we're missing a lot of data from the
like a top,
NROT.
as he said.
Maybe
and
it's 'cause
I
the storms are
calculated
so
that it is
small.
still spinning like crazy right now. That's going up towards Oakfield, eventually going towards Fond du Lac. This is CJ Ziegler from the tornado that just happened a moment ago.
Rico, we're looking in Wisconsin right now.
So
this is a whole big line of storms right here. This tornado warning here.
A tornado warning. It's just a large pipe.
We have multiple areas of rotation here. Lots of this storm is actually tornado warned now. Pretty much, if you're
also another photo.
You're in front of this storm. You need to take shelter here.
Drop the tornado. This is kind of what it looks like right now. So.
One of our tornado warnings is in Portage. The other one's in Endeavor, heading towards Montello. Then we got another one here by Oxford and Westfield, heading your way. Then we got another stronger rotation here by Watoma. And this one would be completely, if this thing decides to drop a tornado, it's completely rain wrapped, so you won't even be able to see that. You're just going to feel big, strong winds inside of a huge rainstorm. And then this one was actually confirmed on the ground right here.
A lot of storms that is currently coming in.
At 3:11 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Waupun, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. So we had a confirmed tornado on the ground here, moving northeast towards Waupun.
As well, back over near Wisconsin Dells.
I do not use Radar Omega. I use GR2 Analyst, and I use
right now is damaging winds. We definitely could see the potential.
Oh, what's the other one called? I forget the name of it.
Continues to push towards Columbus.
I gotta fire it up anyways.
Further off,
it's Ryan Hall's radar.
Berlin, that storm near Wild Rose.
Weatherwise, no, not Weatherwise.
And I still would not be surprised.
I always forget the name of it.
Here for Wild Rose, as that
it's in our Discord. I haven't linked it in our Discord.
Polygon. So if you're in Wild Rose, Wisconsin,
it's the new one Ryan Hall's been working on. He's got that team of devs working on it.
Obviously, I know many of you guys.
Hold on, I'll tell you here in a minute. I got it. It is Weatherwise, I believe.
If you don't know what that is, you might want to ask your boss or something.
I believe it's Weatherwise. I'm turning it on right now.
At least having a
if it lets
tornado action plan. This is Charlie's view of the storm that just had a tornado.
Weatherwise, that's the one Ryan Hall's working on.
It's swirling like right up.
So I gotta like emulate it on my phone here.
Right now.
So we got app update. Storm chaser Brad Arnold joins Weatherwise. The chase team just got stronger. Watch Brad Arnold live for free as a tornado sniffer tracks down those storms.
Did not want to be under it when it dropped.
Brad joins, Brandon Kopic, Corey Jerkin, all bring you unmatched storm cover average. Yeah, in this like app you can actually see
right above his head.
Storm chasers and everything.
Getting out of the way right now. Watching behind us. That's where it'd be. We're in the RFD. The RFD, that's how it was gonna be.
Sometimes it works. I don't know why it's all green and funky looking, but yeah.
They may issue a new tornado warning.
Maybe it's because I'm using an emulator. Yeah, I love this app too, because this one's really nice because it actually has
west of I-41.
It has the Canadian radar, so we're able to see the storms in Canada. So I've been using Weatherwise a lot more too now.
Also, this storm down here north of Lebanon, I really don't know how this isn't tornado warning. We still have a large hook echo and a strong inflow. No CC drop, but this thing is definitely still rotating. And may try to produce another tornado as it goes up towards Rubicon, Addison, West Bend, and Slinger.
This thing does. It's got a good old hook on it. I don't know why we're having so much radar interference right now. I mean, you can look at all this purple we have in here. And a lot of radar interference on these storms.
Contaminated, but it's definitely rotating.
I mean, you can see right there is where the velocities would be. We got the red and the green there, and it's pretty bright. I'm surprised this one is not tornado warning. Brian or max velocity is right.
Chicago, Evanston, and Hammond. That is for 60 mile per hour.
Probably the biggest storm too. Look at that thing.
No
it's a
tornado
beast.
risk from what I'm seeing on radar. As I'm saying that, there's actually broad rotation near Carroll Stream, so I don't think we're actually out of the woods yet for tornadoes. There's a little broad
Discord link is invalid. Oh no, let me get a new one for you.
Illinois. That is moving towards Addison, Elk Grove Village, and Park Ridge. We're going to really keep a close eye on that because they just added a tornado possible label to this, but there's broad rotation there. That's going into Addison here over the next few minutes. So if you're anywhere just northwest of Chicago, stay alert. There is broad rotation moving towards Addison right now. This is back to the Waupun tornado warning, which is still confirmed.
Let me go ahead and make max velocity a little bigger and turn them up while I try to fix the Discord link.
Still spinning. Also, the new severe thunderstorm warning for Chicago includes 4.8 million people.
We got a big swirl right to our right. Big swirl to our right. Might be about to drop right here. Pull off. Look at that right there. Got a swirl in there. Might be trying to come down. There's all sorts of like little areas of circulation along this.
All spitting right there. All
Trying to
spitting eddies too.
consolidate. It wants to consolidate again.
So Waupun, Wisconsin, if you're just tuning in.
Just
Yeah,
got
you
a new
folks
tornado
near,
warning, I believe. I heard a little ding.
Waupun between Oakfield and.
All right, let me
Beaver
add the
Dam
new
is where the
Discord
storm
link
is
in on
behind the
Nightbot
tornado
real
on Storm
quick.
earlier. This storm has put down tornadoes. This is a tornado-producing storm. Might be about to get another one here at some point, but it's a little
Everything's
disorganized
just
right
cranking the low levels here.
now. Oh, look at the whole RFD cut. Big RFD cut. It's gonna be in front of us. Might hop back.
Why is
on
it?
the,
It's still giving me the same Discord
51.
invite. Let me try again.
Right
Okay.
to our
A
west
new
of
tornado
that.
warning has been issued.
I'm gonna hop back on one.
Not surprising, but they just issued a new tornado warning on the storm further south near Mayville and Horicon. This one, in my opinion, should have been tornado warning a while ago, but it obviously is ramping up again. You can definitely see the hook echo on radar. It is coming together rapidly right now, just to the southeast, or southwest, excuse me, of Hurtisford, going up towards
All right, I
Woodland
got a
and
new
Iron
Discord
Ridge.
link.
So if you're in this tornado
This
warning,
one
you need to be in
says
your
it expires
storm
in
shelter,
7
basically
days
close
because
your
it would
bathroom,
give
get
me
away
the
from
same one
windows,
for a
and get on the lowest
permanent.
floor possible. This is
All right,
tracking
so this
towards
would be
Iron Ridge, Mayville, Rubicon, and
UJRMTSW.
Horicon, just to the west of Addison. That is also tracking
Let's
up towards
try this again
I-41.
here.
The velocities on radar are starting to tighten as well, so this may be about to drop a tornado at any moment. This is the tornado warning just off to the north.
Huge wall cloud with this
Still has a
storm.
large wall cloud off to the left. This is near Waupun. Bottom right of your screen is that storm.
Yep, that's the new Discord invite.
That's where I'm watching.
So you got a huge
That
wall
one
cloud
should
right there.
work. I just added it just
It's gonna
now.
be right in front of us.
What happened to our radar site?
It's gonna be right in front of us.
They
Jack.
dying for the $20
The radar
super chat.
just
Plus
break?
the Holly
Down.
$5 super chat.
This whole thing is
Our
carousel.
velocities are missing. Okay, they're back.
Big
Wow, the
time
radar
carousel.
site actually went down for there a minute. Look at this little velocity couplet right here down by
This
Fall
huge
River.
surge of RFD here.
There's all kinds of velocity. I mean, we got a
Thing is
huge
just cranking
rotation
like it's on.
here.
It could be getting ready to put down just a hog of a tornado.
There's just so many tornado warnings going right now. Yeah, this one, oh wow. The good thing is this one looks the worst. My goodness, that's a tight rotation
We're up
couplet
to
there.
5 tornado
And that-
warnings.
there's
We got
bright-
another one in
it's bright red,
Wisconsin.
bright
This
green.
one's going to be north of Fall River. That's near Cambria.
We're in
and
Wisconsin
Randolph.
right now. All of
See
our
shelter
tornado
if you
warnings
get
are
it here this
here
morning. That's near
in
Rio, just south of
basically the
Marcellin.
southern part of
That would be
Wisconsin
why
right
it's
now.
right over the town of Rio. We actually have a tightening on radar on this latest scan, which may be
Anybody
about to drop
just
a
showing
tornado.
up, let me,
Cambria and Randolph, be in your safe place
go ahead
right
and tell
now,
you where
away from
we're
windows
checking
and on the
things
lowest
out
floor
tonight.
possible. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Today,
Max using TORD. That's
we have a
terminal radar in
5% chance of
Chicago. I'm
tornadoes
looking
here
northwest
in
of
southern
Lumber.
Wisconsin,
There's a
northern
downburst
Illinois, so we got a
ongoing. This could
2% in
be
the
producing
green.
localized winds
And then as
upwards of
well over
70
here
miles
in
per hour. Currently
Colorado and
warning for
Wyoming, we
60
got another
and a
2%
tornado
chance of
possible, but no,
tornadoes.
this storm is probably producing winds much stronger.
We got a
much
pretty
more
large area of
damaging than that.
tornado chances today.
The update
Got
that is likely a
big area.
microburst on the west side of Addison. So we like
Good,
that
I'm glad that
microburst
link
here. That is an
works.
area of
I just
divergence.
picked a
That's
different
divergence signature, which
different
means that
one.
we have downburst winds coming down and stretching out from the storm on the west side of Addison. Could have winds as high as 70 miles.
Sure,
per hour.
Max, just a hair.
Charlie again still has a large rotating wall cloud literally above his head
Lakeland,
right now. This
Florida.
could drop a big tornado if it
Are you
actually-
asking about Lakeland, Florida?
Of Burnett and Beaver Dam near Waupun. So over the town of Waupun right now.
No tornado warnings in Lakeland today, hopefully, or Florida at all. But I mean, looks like you're getting a ton of rain down there. Looks like you got a ton of rain coming into Lakeland too.
I would fully expect
Looks like it's probably going to rain for the next couple hours there in Lakeland.
Field and Fond du Lac in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about no tornadoes down in Florida, thankfully.
This has already dropped a tornado. It could drop another one.
Yeah, stop here.
But if we get a hurricane, then we might have to worry about it.
Could be trying to drop on our heads here. And I'd like to get east.
Yeah, Sean, if anybody's just popping in, we're in Wisconsin right now. This is where all our tornado warnings are. We got a whole bunch of tornado warnings here. Several areas of rotations in all these storms, and
Again, that is
these
a
tornadoes have been really quick. Like they'll
large
drop down
rotating
and pull
wall cloud
back up
near
just like
Waupun
that.
already produced
This
some
one's
tornadoes
looking
a few
very
months ago.
concerning here. I
These
know we have a
storms
bunch
coming
of
down
radar
south near
interference.
Furnace Ford going towards Woodland, and Iron Ridge is also rotating, and that could also try to drop a tornado. That is heading up into Iron Ridge here over the next few minutes, just to the west of Slinger and Rubicon. And also back over to the
Very
storm that is
scary-looking
rotating
storm
near
here.
Rio. We still have an area of rotation over the northeast side of Rio, Wisconsin. That's going to be entering into
You're in
Canfield
Oklahoma,
in
Sean?
approximately 7 minutes, and then broad rotation continues near Harrisville, near Potwaukee, going into Montello here over the next few minutes. The storm that is near Watuma, that one's still
A
broadly
new
rotating.
tornado warning has been
That one's
issued.
still broadly
New
rotating,
tornado
but we
warning.
have canceled the tornado warning that was in place for that storm. So that is no longer tornado warned. We have a brand new tornado warning.
You have
for
so much
Fargo,
radar interference here, but
Wisconsin. That is an extension to the current tornado warning that we have. That is rotating.
I'm assuming if there was a tornado, it'd be happening down through there. I'm just
Thanks
looking at the
to
velocities on the 3D view here.
tornado warning, but it does include the southwestern part of the
Where is
county,
Fond du
which
Lac?
includes
I have not
Rosendale,
seen that yet
Eldorado,
today.
Oakfield, Alto, and Waupun.
Well, we got a big
So
area
stay
rotation
sheltered,
here by
wait for
Waupun
guidance,
again.
and
It's like
otherwise
coming
forecast
right over
for
top of
tornado
Waupun
warning.
right now.
Many walls between
Hope
the
everybody got in
side
shelter
as
in Waupun.
possible if you are in this tornado warning here near Rosendale and also near Oakfield. This is a storm that could definitely produce a tornado at any moment. Again,
Large
as
area
storm
rotation
warnings. We
still
already
in
saw a
this
tornado
one.
outside of there even being a
This
tornado
one's been
warning.
very
We could
concerning
obviously see
looking
another
for a while
tornado
now.
warning
I mean,
here
we've
very
had
soon.
this large rotation in this area of the storm for a really long time here. And they've continued to keep that
Also,
tornado
rotation
warned
of the
here.
storm west of Chicago has gotten broader, but it may attempt to rotate again near I-355. That is going to be going towards Park Ridge and as well
I
as
mean,
Evanston.
this
So
storm's
still
just been
watching for
maintaining
possible
its
tornado threat
rotation
here in the Chicago
nonstop
area.
here.
I don't think it's imminent, but obviously there's only about 20-30 minutes until this is over Lake Michigan, which means we have a short window for this thing to produce a tornado. But I think
Just got
this is the
another
area to
tornado
keep an eye
warning.
on right now. Is this little area back over near Chicago, Evanston, Arlington Heights, and Schwamberg. We've had at least an attempt of rotation. Then we had a microburst, which kind of killed the tornado threat temporarily. We may see another tornado risk arise here near Arlington Heights going into Evanston here over the next few minutes. So stay alert, again, if you are near Chicago or anywhere in the Chicago area. Even though all the warnings right
And
now
that's
remain
where our
for damaging
rotation
winds,
is, like
there
right
a
in
tornado
here.
possible
It's
later.
mostly
We
lower
may see an
levels, you can
isolated
see.
tornado spur out of this
Doesn't
storm
reach
very
up
soon.
that high. Mostly lower level rotation down on there.
Here's the latest update on our tornado warning near Iron Ridge. That rotation's gotten a little bit broader here over the latest scan. No
I'd say it's
tornado
most of the
rotation
storm, though,
is
for how high the storm is. I mean, it's
tornado
definitely
warning to Iron
rotating
Ridge, Wisconsin,
throughout the entire
west of
severe
Waupun.
part of the storm, though.
And we have a big line of storms going towards Watertown, Columbus, just northeast.
How you doing, Richard? Welcome to the stream.
A new tornado warning
Cowboy
has
dude from
been
Yellowstone, how you doing?
Tornado warning. This
Is
one's
there
going
a
towards
storm in
Columbus.
Alaska?
So if you're
Good
in this tornado
question.
warning, seek shelter.
I don't even remember the
Tornadoes
last time
are
I've
the
checked
lowest score
Alaska.
possible. This is,
Yes, there
pretty much
is.
Dane and Columbia counties in
Holy
Wisconsin.
crap, there's a
This is
lot of
the
rain in
area
Alaska right
thunder
now.
storms. We got a large area of broad rotation just southwest of Fall River and just southwest of Columbus.
I don't know if
right
that's
now.
going to be rain or
Southwest
snow
of
this time of year.
Otsego, going up towards
But man,
Beaver
there's a
Dam.
lot of rain in
Obviously, we
Alaska,
just
that's for
had a
sure.
tornado
Those are
north
some
side of
huge
Beaver
rain
Dam a few
showers.
minutes ago. We could obviously see another
What we're
tornado
dealing with mostly right
rotating
now is what we have going on in
towards the
Wisconsin here.
over the next few minutes.
Anybody just popping in? Yeah, we got our tornado threat is in Wisconsin and Illinois right now. Got a 5% chance of tornadoes in this area where we have 5 tornado warnings happening right now. And then we got another 2% small chance in Wyoming and Colorado.
Or was at least allowed to expire. That is now radar indicated. It is no longer a confirmed tornado.
Like,
but it is still
all
rotating
these
just
storms
west
in
of
this area are
Oakville.
tornado warnings. You need to take
That is
shelter
going
if you're in
up
front of
towards
these.
Fond du Lac. This is our tornado risk that is outlined by the Storm Prediction Center.
This one's actually looking the worst up here by Wild Rose.
Tornado risk was canceled for a lot of this area because we still have a mesoscale convective vortex here. There's
Taking a look at our inrot here. Okay, we got a good amount of rotation here by Prairie on the outflow of that storm.
Oshkosh, Appleton, just northwest of Chicago, Milwaukee, Sheboygan, just east of Madison. All those
This one's actually finally showing some two-way rotation here. The one by Rio. It just went through Rio.
Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, as of 2 minutes ago, we have a report of a tornado on the ground for our tornado warning that's including.
Yeah, this one by Wild Rose is looking really strong. This isn't tornado warning. You got very, very high velocities here. Strong velocity couplet here between Watoma and Wild Rose here, and it's not even tornado warned right now. See if we can see this thing on the 3D radar. This one's completely rain wrapped too.
There was a report of a tornado just west here of Rubicon that is currently tracking off to the northeast. It looks like Vince is currently tracking that direction right now. He's right here, so he's going to be coming up into Horicon here in a few minutes, so we're going to keep an eye on him. Also, starting to see some power outage reports coming in the chat and also elsewhere. We only have
Power outage reports.
Power outages actually being reported in all of Wisconsin, but
so much interference, but yeah, we have a velocity couplet down there.
Power outages are definitely still a possibility.
Right in here. This is very concerning looking here. That I'm surprised that one's not tornado warned. Everything else is, and this looks like the strongest rotation. A bit concerning there.
Let's see.
This is the second round going just north of Watama here. Second area of a high velocity couplet.
This is a there's actually a live shot.
Got our other couplet right here in the hook right on top of Waupun. Looks like that one's already passed through Waupun and it's moving on.
There's a live shot back over in Steel Highway. I'm trying to get the.
We're looking at Wisconsin only right now, but I can check out anywhere if you want. Iowa. We're checking out Wisconsin right now. We have a tornado threat in Wisconsin today. This is our chance for tornadoes, 5% here in the red area and 2% in the green. So right now, all of our tornado warnings are in Wisconsin at the moment. Seeming to have a bit of issues with this radar site here. It looks like it's kicking in and out, and it's having a lot of radar interference popping up.
Inside of our tornado warning, so I'm going to keep that bottom left. That's in downtown, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that. And yeah, all right. So we got
tornado would kind of be in that area.
I'm going to get Charlie on the bottom right of your screen as well. We'll put him.
I mean, that's what we can see with the current radar interference we have.
So again, that is the tornado warning for Columbus. It looks like it's broad rotation as of right now. I think the damaging wind threat is more concerning.
Brooklyn, Michigan.
Tornado out of this. As it continues to move northeast, it will be going towards Beaver Dam, Wisconsin here pretty soon.
Let me go see what's in Michigan. Michigan's not in our threat today, so that's good. I know we had a threat for tornadoes in Michigan a couple days ago.
West side of Harrisville, just east of I-39, that is currently tracking to the northeast, going towards 22, Red Granite, and Watuma. So overall, not a super big tornado.
Holy crap! You got tons of rain in Michigan today, though. Lots of big thunderstorms. Holy smokes!
Wisconsin, that is completely unwarned right now. Wouldn't be surprised if we got a tornado warning.
Where is Brooklyn in Michigan? I'm not sure quite where Brooklyn is, but man, you got a ton of big storms there for sure today.
Basically 5 to 10 miles per hour. It is a very slow-moving area of storms. And also, we just got a wind damage report over in Richford, Wisconsin.
Don't have any tornado threat in Michigan today, but definitely some big severe storms on the, let's see, on the eastern part of Michigan.
Might be associated with a possible tornado from earlier.
I got to get my Google Maps up so I can check out exact locations. We just got a new tornado warning.
A view from Chicago just a moment ago. This was just sent in from Simp on Twitter of the shelf cloud rolling in to Chicago, Illinois. We do have a damaging wind threat in Chicago of around
Shelf cloud from Chicago.
As we mentioned, on the north side of that line, there has been some broad rotation that we are keeping an eye on. We go back down to Chicago right now. We do have 2 or 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Just
another tornado warning. Man, they're just going popping off nonstop.
Over Elk Grove Village, that is moving to Plains right now. Glenview, Park Ridge, and Evanston.
Yeah, I'm hearing the tornado warnings from
tornado potential there. Otherwise, I think
weather-wise, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it.
But we do have at least some broad
a little beeping noise. I'm not hearing it on Max's stream yet, but
go ahead, Riley.
So you're in the southeast part of Michigan.
Highway 21 between Watuma and Coloma is blocked by floodwaters that just populated.
Floodwaters, holy smokes.
They're closing the road for that, and there is
yeah, this is looking pretty concerning right here. Just past Waupun, heading towards Lamartine. Lamartine, you definitely need to take your shelter immediately because you have a storm with a hook on it with a strong rotation. This tornado warning is coming right at you. So you guys need to get in your safe spot immediately. And this one down here to the south is still a confirmed, radar confirmed tornado down here. It's kind of a little messed up with the radar interference, but I don't, somehow National Weather is confirming that there's a tornado on the ground right here. So you guys in Hustisford and Iron Ridge need to be in your safe space immediately. Max Voss is getting his tornado warnings really late. Let me refresh him. Let me refresh him real quick. Make sure we're not behind on Max because he's getting the tornado warnings like 30 seconds late. PA.
So far, it's mostly gusty winds, nothing too crazy as of right now, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on that. That is inside of our Columbus.
Well, you don't need to worry about these storms causing problems in Michigan today, right? Because the environment's not going to be favorable for tornadoes in Michigan, right? Basically, right here, what we have, this is where National Weather sends up the weather balloons, right? And they get the readings. So we know that in these areas where we got the red here and the green, that's a favorable environment for tornadoes, right? But Michigan does not have a favorable. These storms will make it to Michigan, but they will not be tornadic when they get there. because your environment's not going to be favorable for tornadoes. So basically, the only thing you need to be worrying about is if you're in this area here for tornadoes. I mean, they could still happen in Michigan, but the chance is very, very low, right?
Tornado. It already produced a tornado at one point.
Holy smokes, tornado warnings. Look at all this mess. It's like a tornado warning wildfire here. Oh, my goodness.
There's also a storm chaser reporting that
Columbus, Fall River, you guys need to get in your safe spots. Monticello, Westfield, safe spots.
Sounds like actively a tornado here near Iron Ridge. That is going to be
This rotation's really showing well here. Even though we're having a lot of radar interference, you can clearly see our bright greens and reds here in the hook in this storm. Heading right towards Oakfield, Lamartine.
Large wall cloud, and also there's a little bit of a shelf cloud as well, but this is still a large wall cloud that's attempting to produce a tornado. Just west
That's
of
in Cook, Illinois.
It's all rotating back in there right now.
Indiana is not involved today. It's all North Illinois and Michigan, or not Michigan, but Wisconsin.
This is north of Beaver Dam. So a large rotating wall cloud.
Now,
back there. This
all the
thing is still trying to
craziness
produce
is
a
in
tornado. It
is
already
in
did
Wisconsin
produce one
right
here.
now. That's where all the crazy stuff happens in Wisconsin. So people in that 70 show, they need to be worried. That 90 show too.
From what
You
I've
guys
seen,
need to
by the
take your
way, on
safe
our
spots.
southern tornado warning, by the sounds of it, all the tornadoes for the most part that we've had reported.
Oh, I love it. Max Velocity's got his tornado warnings purple too, like me. That's awesome.
But obviously, it could turn into an actual tornado, like a more long duration tornado if it's able to stay organized here. It's been kind of moving a little bit backwards almost. Like the rotation area is kind of moving almost to the left, so it might be kind of a clue.
I'm gonna zoom out here. This is Wisconsin. This is all of our storms right here. They're tornado warned.
Definitely still exists with this storm. We have a lot of wind shear again in southern Wisconsin because of this mesoscale convective
The one I'm using, this is GR2 Analyst, and then the other one I have is Weatherwise.
$25 Venmo donation from Wisconsin.
Weatherwise is the cheapest one that can do everything.
With the PayPal donation. Thanks for keeping us informed of Wisconsin. No problem at all.
Same thing. Look,
Can help.
I can connect to the radar.
Don't have any debris signature on any of these tornado warnings as of right now, but if anything changes, we'll obviously let you know.
And do
Back
split
over
view
Chicago,
too.
We have damaging winds moving right into
Nice.
downtown Chicago right now near Evanston.
There we go. So I'm
Again,
got.
stay
This
away
is
from
basically the
tornadoes
cheaper
below
version of what I'm using,
this severe thunderstorm warning, 10
which I think it's going to be better in the future.
In Orland Park, you guys are all included in severe thunderstorm warnings right now for damaging winds around 60 miles per hour.
And this one you can use on your phone. You can't use GR2 on your phone.
Planes, going to Evanston, but I do not think there's enough time for that to produce a
I
tornado.
mean, we can see all these tornado warnings and rotations here too on this app as well. This one's Weatherwise, so if you're on a phone, you definitely want to use Weatherwise.
Chicago, but again, if anything changes, we'll let you know.
It's really cool to see. We also have Corey Gherkin right here on the storm.
5-mile-per-hour wind gusts back over there. There's actually a personalized
Its feed's not working for me, but you can click. Oh, it was working for a second.
Which is on the west side here of the Chicago suburbs. So that's one of the higher wind gusts that we've seen so far. We also have a few severe warnings going up back over in eastern Illinois, just off to the west of Waseca.
I don't know if this is just happening to me, but I seem to have problems every time I try to watch the streamers. The Weatherwise app.
Moving towards St. Louis, St. Charles is also in the path of that. So if you're in St. Louis, we do have a risk of severe weather, though it's not super high. It definitely exists. All right, let's back over to Charlie. He's looking at the
That looks very sus.
Fond du Lac tornado warning, or the one just outside.
There's Fond du Lac
Very, very sus.
right in here.
Wendy for the $10 super chat.
Not
Illinois.
Sure if that's the T word.
Yeah, this storm's heading right into Fond du Lac. It's got a good rotation here.
Looks more surgy than this whole storm is wrapped up. It doesn't really look. as
National
bad.
gonna be okay? I think you'll be
It's all
absolutely
about
fine.
to
Just
get
isolated
slapped
strong
by the
storms.
biggest yes. And just like
How you doing, Kat? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, Chris H? What about PA? Let me check PA for you.
Huge shelf cloud. If we were to have a tornado, we'd be really looking on the right side, I would think. Kind of middle right. Might be a little bit.
Holy rain.
See the hook on the bottom right, it's in the inflow.
I think if you live in PA, there's probably like a 99.9% chance you're going to get rained on today in PA.
You're in waiting for it. The storm's coming right
Oh my goodness.
It's heading right our way.
I mean, 2/3 of the state of Pennsylvania is covered in thunderstorms and rain showers right now. You have no tornado threat in Pennsylvania, but I mean, we got a lot of rain coming.
Hey,
A
Sky, waiting
lot.
for becoming a member?
Yeah, we got some really heavy thunderstorms
So
too down
abundantly
here in
clear, you guys
southern
are now
Pennsylvania.
clear.
Also,
We go back
what
over to live
just went through
radar. Again, we got
Pittsburgh. I
another
mean,
round of storms
these are
right
heavy,
back up
heavy
your wrist.
thunderstorms. Lots and lots
Yeah,
of
we're
rain,
not
lots of
done.
thunder
We're
and lightning.
if you've already seen a storm, like you're not technically done yet, especially in eastern Wisconsin, because we literally have another round of storms that's going to be coming in. It's more.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Threat, but there is still a chance for tornadoes embedded in this line. And if for some reason one of these storms can become more discreet, there would be a better chance there for a tornado risk. But as of now,
Let's look at that too.
We're elevated back off to the west. You can see it all spinning too. This is kind of the area of where our mesoscale convective vortex is. It's basically like it acts like a little low pressure system essentially. So that is what's happening over there west of Oshkosh and anywhere to the.
I don't know. I doubt it's going to get much stronger the path it's going now because it's about to go on land right here in Panama City.
We no longer have a severe thunderstorm.
That's definitely going to weaken it.
We still have damaging winds right now going into the Chicago area right now. Continue to stay away from windows. There's also broad rotation right now near Mount Prospect in Glenview, just to the north of Chicago.
I highly doubt it'll go hurricane.
Concerned about a tornado risk. I don't think
with how close it is to land.
Before being in Lake Michigan. The tornado warning near Horicon and Mayville has continued.
Oh, Christy, how you doing? Welcome to stream. Yeah, there's a lot of rain in Michigan. All of our tornado warnings are over here in Wisconsin right now.
He's inside of the storm right now.
Only people in imminent threats right now is in Iron Ridge. You guys need to take your safe spot immediately. Also, Fond du Lac, you got a tornado warning storm coming towards you. Lamartine and Oakfield as well. Looks like it's going to be directly on top of Lamartine, though. You guys need to take shelter.
Continue to keep an eye on that storm.
Then Cambria, Randolph, you guys are in a tornado warning here. And then this one, they're probably going to let this one expire.
Just got a tsunami warning in Alaska.
I don't see the rotation's kind of falling apart here.
Tsunami warning in Alaska. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Friesland here. We still have a pocket of velocities right here, about to go right on top of Friesland.
Magnitude earthquake. It looks like they're determining whether or not there's a tsunami expected. They don't know yet if there's going to be one or not. That's why that warning's out. It was about 255 miles away from Alaska. We will have more information on that. Obviously,
just had a big earthquake by Alaska.
But 7.2 is the current magnitude.
7.2? Holy smokes!
The update, so that is back over
wow.
Alaska.
So we had a magnitude 7.2.
Also, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm watch that has been issued. This is back over in Colorado and southeast Wyoming. This goes until 10 o'clock tonight.
Let me pull up our earthquake website.
And then also damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour is possible. This includes just a little over 5 million people that are in the risk of severe weather here.
Yeah, that's actually insane. That's a really strong one. 7.2 is really strong. We don't have much power outages in Wisconsin.
There are storm chasers back out in Wisconsin today, so we're going to keep an eye on those. Also, tornado warning that was back over to the northeast of Wisconsin Dells. They've gone ahead and canceled that tornado warning. There's still broad rotation, but not enough, in my opinion, for a tornado warning. The one near Beaver Dam also just broadly rotates.
That is a strong one. I'm trying to go to the earthquake website. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Continue to keep an eye on that.
Earthquakes live.
Back over west of Fond du Lac.
We're not getting
that
any
looks really sus.
We're gonna go up there and poke our nose into it.
All right, here's our earthquake website.
Don't have a debris signature velocity.
Make it bigger.
Weak at the surface. That is really sus though on the left. That might just be scary looking clouds, but
that's our meso up there.
I don't see the 7.2 on here. This is a really neat website. It basically shows all the earthquakes happening right now live.
Over to Columbus, Wisconsin.
I don't see that the 7.2 earthquake must have been a while ago.
Which is still pretty.
It's actually crazy how many earthquakes we have all day long. There's a 5.0 right here.
Is now just pushing through, but we've had some gusty winds go through this area. Haven't really
Something
seen
around the
anything too
islands.
crazy
I don't
beyond
see the
maybe 50 mile
7.2
per hour
though.
wind gusts, but that is associated with the line of storms here near Columbus going towards Beaver Dam. Be ready in Beaver
I would
Dam
definitely
for,
be scared of a
potential
tsunami if a
maybe
7.2
low-end
had
tornado threat as
happened.
well. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Max,
One's still
so this
rotating
is
really
our
well coming
tsunami
towards
warning.
Lamartine and
It's a
Fond du Lac.
very large one. The last update was as of just about 20 seconds ago. We have no observed tsunami yet, but we'll have buoy updates on that relatively soon, most likely. This warning is in effect for quite some time. I do want to note that tsunamis in this area specifically, the first wave is often not the biggest wave. So as soon as 5 minutes from now, we may start to see the first impacts from the tsunami, but we may not see the largest of the waves for up to 45
That's
minutes
what he
from
said,
now.
7.2, I
Anywhere in
believe.
this red, this is where we are expecting to possibly see tsunami impacts from that 7.2 magnitude earthquake.
I don't see a 7.0 in the...
So that's back over in Alaska where there is a potential for a tsunami.
Like, I'm going back in time on this feed here.
Also, Vince has just gotten into the...
I don't see a 7.2 anywhere.
Where we would have a tornado on this storm that has a confirmed tornado warning southwest of Teresa, north of Iron Ridge. I want to go over to Vince just to see if we have anything there.
There's a 5.0 in Chile.
Just north of Iron Ridge.
I mean, this website literally shows all the earthquakes that are happening live.
As of right now, I do not see anything, but it would be probably behind him at this point.
Yeah, there's no 7.0 on here.
So he might just be positioning.
7.2.
We'll go back to him in a second, but he is right just to the south now of that discrete cell. We have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for Beaver Dam. That is west of
right here. Here we go.
Near Mayville, Waupun, Alto, south of Markesan. That is for 60-mile-per-hour damaging.
Magnitude 7.3 right here.
Even though I think we could
oh my goodness, it's happening right now.
As there's still at least some broad rotation on this line of thunderstorms, but damaging winds the biggest concern right now for Beaver Dam. Waupun, Alto, and Mayville are in the path.
I don't know why it's not showing up over here in the feed.
Back over near Fond du Lac, which is still rotating.
But yeah, magnitude 7.3 right now there in Alaska. Holy smokes, that's a strong earthquake. That's an extremely strong earthquake. Holy smokes.
Something all wrapped up in there. I saw like a little needle coming out of it, but it's gone now. Might have just been the
Still stuck on it. Still at magnitude 7.3. 26.2 kilometers. I don't know if that's how deep it is.
Thank you, Alright, we're just going to keep moving again. We'll just keep on moving.
I hope that doesn't cause a big, nasty tsunami. I mean, what's out there by there?
So we're keeping an eye on Charlie.
I'm going to let these cars go by before I hop on.
I'm thinking, how far could that send a tsunami?
Definitely still a wall cloud back in there as well.
Go by. This whole storm is still spinning.
I mean, that could probably send a tsunami to California and parts of Canada.
West of Fond du Lac.
Still rotating.
I mean, this live website's just stuck there, right here. Like 7.3 earthquake detected, Alaska Peninsula. I mean, that is an extremely strong one. Those are very, very rare.
It's still kind of all spinning above his head. It doesn't look like anything's imminent on this storm anymore. Velocities are bottom right of your screen. They've been pretty broad. It's going to be moving into the town of Fond du Lac here in a minute.
Oh, no. How long has this been going on for?
Very ominous skies, that's for sure. That's right now near Woodhull.
Yeah.
Right over.
Leave it where.
Moving to the northeast towards Dexter.
Be able to
this
see
storm
both.
Teresa has definitely been falling apart for the most part, just to northwest of Addison. Not seeing nearly as much rotation anymore. It's still discrete, but the storm itself is definitely
Still going.
in size.
Normally this website bounces all around and it's still stuck on this 7.2.
But overall, the intensity of this has definitely gotten much.
Let me
less.
pull up the
Maybe
earthquake
it's
scale.
turning to the left more. We've had an occlusion that's been happening over the last 15 to 20 minutes. So it does not appear as if this thing's going to keep producing a tornado, but obviously if anything changes, we'll definitely keep an eye on that.
Still saying it's going.
And also going towards Sheboygan. So if you're in
Some
those
crazy
areas,
stuff
you know,
happening right there. Maybe the Earth's reshaping itself.
And produces another tornado. Keep in mind that this storm at one point was obviously it did produce a tornado recently, but even before that, it had this elongated cycling stage. So it could try to maybe.
All right, let me show you guys this real quick.
Closer to far eastern Wisconsin.
Show you how crazy this is right now that's happening.
Also near Saxville, west of Poisippi, back over.
So a 2.5 or less is like millions, right? Like this website basically sees tons of 2.5 to 5 earthquakes all day long, right? We get like 500,000 a year. 5.5 to 6, slight damage to buildings and other structures, about 350 a year. 7.0 to
Seven
7.9 is major earthquake, serious damage. We only get like 10 to 15 of these a year.
Sort of wondering what the bigger
An
picture
8.0 is
so
like
we're gonna
really,
cover
really
that in a
bad.
second. Obviously,
Can
we still
completely
have 4
destroy
tornado warnings
communities.
right now. But anyone who's in Michigan and is asking if these storms are going to be posing a tornado
That's
threat by
crazy.
the time they get to Michigan, the answer is no. Lake
I wonder-
Michigan
does
is very,
anybody
very
live out
good
there in
at
Michigan
bringing
there or in
tornadoes
Alaska in that
northeast
area?
just because of the difference in temperature. So we're really going to see an end to our tornado threat by the time they reach Lake Michigan. However, we are still going to have the continuation of the tornado threat basically in this whole area here over the next couple of hours. Once this line does reach Lake Michigan is when we are going to be done for the day. A lot of these prefrontals are
Assuming
starting
this
to pop
purple
up
line is
here
our
being tornadic. I know we do have one of these. It is tornado warning.
subduction
But there's a
line.
bunch of you in Oshkosh and the areas up to the north of Oshkosh and south of Appleton that are wondering what the tornado risk is where you are. It is relatively low.
Wow.
It's not something that we have to be overly concerned about. However, there is still that small tornado risk.
Hopefully
I'm
there's no
probably
tsunami from
70%
that because that's a
tornado risk
really
level
strong
where we
earthquake.
could try to
It's
spin
probably
up,
going to cause
but
somewhat of a
not too
tsunami.
far
Hopefully
until it
it's
is
like
down
far
south.
enough away
The
from
other thing
any
that we are
civilized
worried about
areas.
further up
Doesn't
towards
really
the north
affect
is these
people.
training storms that we're seeing. We've seen areas down south where had this earlier get rainfalls of upwards of 4 inches. You're probably going to see more up here, and there is a slight risk of flash flooding. So areas like Oshkosh, where we have a lot of pavement, and those are poorly drained areas with the lake there.
We
We're
also
gonna see a
have
lot of
3
flash
tornado
flooding
warning
as well.
storms
You're
here in
probably gonna see
Wisconsin.
upwards
Anybody
of
just
5,
showing
maybe
up?
even 6 or 7 inches of rain in that area. Those
This is
flood
our
and flooding
area where
conditions are
we're
not
expected
ongoing
to see
yet, so
tornadoes
you
right
have
yeah
to
now.
prepare for those and remember
We got a
turn around.
5% chance of
Don't
tornadoes
turn around
in
and
north
avoid
or
the
southern
storm waters.
Wisconsin, northern
Also, I did want to
Illinois.
mention
Then we
in
got
our
another
severe
2%
thunderstorm
chance
watch
out
over
here
here way to the west
in
in
Wyoming and
Colorado
Colorado
right now.
today.
We are starting to see an uptick in severe convection here. There are a
Dexter?
couple of tornadoes
I think
that
it's a
could be
boy name, but I think it
possible
could be
with storms
anything.
here. They do need to make their way further away from the mountains before
Based
the
off of
tornado
Dexter, the
threat
TV show.
starts to peak. But there is a storm headed towards the Denver Aurora area right now that does look
No,
like
not
it's going to
necessarily
keep moving on
Primal.
it as it comes closer to what's obviously our very major population center here. It is not producing a tornado yet, but it is.
Hooks are really common with
As we get
supercells.
closer
Like right
to
here, we got
Denver.
2 storms right here.
All right, thank you, Riley, for the update.
This one's got a hook on it, and it's tornado warned.
All right, so
And
we're
this
gonna go
one
back
kind of has a
to
hook and it's tornado warned. But we also,
Wisconsin.
there's rain wrap storms. There could be a tornado anywhere in the storm,
Go
and there
back
can
over
be
to turning west,
like downbursts or
west
tornadoes that are
Denver,
not associated with a supercell, right?
This tornado
So there's
warning
lots of
will
different
likely
types of
continue to
tornadoes, and
expire.
they don't
We're
have
not
to be
seeing
on
a lot of
hooks.
rotation on this. It's at least tried to rotate, but it's definitely struggling. It is right along a boundary right now.
Like this storm, we've had a bit of
Towards the
rotation
west
right up in
winds. Keep
here.
an eye on this, just south of
We
Teresa,
actually, I think we had a
towards
tornado
Denver,
inside this
and also
middle of this storm
way
right here
towards
earlier.
Plymouth. The one near Fond du Lac, I do
It's
not
not
think
warned
going to
anymore,
continue
but the
as a tornado
rotation's
warning.
really big and
But
broad
if you're
now.
in Fond du Lac, definitely be ready at least for a damaging wind threat, and still low-end tornado potential as those storms continue to move to the northeast.
Hooks are definitely a
Back
good
over
way
in
to like
Chicago, we have a line of
notice
storms that is
a
now
tornado,
rolling
though.
all the way through Chicago. So most of Chicago, you guys are starting to clear out now from this line of storms. Evanston, Hammond, and also Chicago Heights, we are still watching for damaging winds here over the next 10 to 15 minutes as this line of thunderstorms continues to push through. We did have a wind gust of 53 miles per hour that was reported back over at Midway Airport. There's also a bunch of damage reports out of Aurora in Wisconsin, Aurora in Illinois, excuse me. Trees and power lines are down. That's one of the reports. And I think that might be 2 of the reports. So we got 2 reports of trees and power lines down, and tree branches down on cars. So basically all the same thing. But over in Aurora, we did have some damage. There were wind gusts reported as high as 70 miles per
Down to
hour.
3 tornado
It's a little
warnings
more
now.
significant of a line of storms once it rolled through there. This is also a view from downtown.
This bottom one, Primal, these are our velocities. So like reds, the wind's going one way, greens, the wind's going the other way. So this is one way how we determine that there's rotation in a storm.
Again, if you have any photos or videos,
Like this one's tornado warning because we have reds and greens right here because this thing's like rotating here. We have the wind spinning in a circle right here.
I recommend you check that out. The earthquake was just revised to a magnitude 7.3, by the way. So the earthquake that happened back off the coast of Alaska is a 7.3 as of right now.
Still going.
All right, we have 4 tornado warnings technically.
There's a magnitude 3.6 going right next to it.
Assuming they do not issue another one. So we could be back down to no tornado warnings here in a moment. Also, the flash flood warning for Watuma, Wild Rose, and Coloma has just been upgraded. It is a considerable threat now for flash flooding. There has been a lot of rain that has fallen in this area just within the last few hours. Storm total precip, meaning estimated rain via radar, is estimating around 3 to 4 inches of rain that has fallen here. And more could fall here over the next couple of hours as these storms are barely moving right now near Watuma, Harrisville, and Coloma. So if you're in these areas,
It's pretty
turn around,
serious that
and
it's
be weather aware as flooding rainfall is
hurricane
becoming
or
increasing likelihood there.
earthquake
Also,
going
you can
that
see the
long.
shelf cloud just faintly. This is Vince back over near Horicon
It's
in
popping all
Wisconsin,
around to
going
different
through
ones
Beaver
again.
Dam. You can faintly see the shelf cloud out in the distance.
So
That
it's
is
still
Beaver moving into
happening.
a line of storms producing damaging winds around
I guess it's
60
picking up
to
2
65
different
miles per
earthquakes
hour.
right here. One's a 7.3 and another one's a 3.7, not far from 3.6 and a 7.3.
Turn around, don't drown is crazy. How's that crazy?
That's crazy, but they're still going. That's a really neat website. I really like that that earthquake website.
Flood right there. Are we gonna be okay near O'Hare? I think you guys will be all right near O'Hare.
Because of all the hot and cold weather and all the water in the ocean. So like whenever hurricanes they get to land, that's when they start to get weaker. So we had somebody asking about the tropical depression that we have over there by Florida, but it's literally making landfall, so it should be losing all its juice.
Honestly been crazy. We've at least had I think 3 different tornadoes on stream today, maybe 4. This at least I think we're pretty close to having a small scale tornado outbreak here in the Midwest. Thank you, Mighty, for the $50 super chat. Actually, think we'll ever see a severe 30 tornado warning scenario like we did when we were covering Lake City, Arkansas.
Actually, they let all the tornado warnings expire temporarily.
Severe weather event to happen.
That is awesome.
So yeah, I think it's entirely possible that something like that.
Let's take a look around, okay? Because we haven't checked any of the other areas. Like I haven't looked in Illinois at all. I haven't looked in out in Wyoming or Colorado.
Expecting
let's see if there's any storms out here, and let's go to
Colorado
Colorado real quick.
Yeah, it only happens once in a blue moon. The next time we'll probably
We do have some severe warnings out here in Colorado. We got one right before Denver. Don't really have any rotation in this storm. This one's rotating a little bit here by Firestone, Frederick, and Dacono, but it's a really tiny little storm.
Ground storm shelter at espshelter.com. The link is also in the description. They also have like a ton of options, including above ground storm shelters.
Yeah, this area is in a 2% chance for tornadoes out here in Colorado.
We have tornadoes on the ground. They can actually withstand.
Let me pull that up again. I believe Denver is in it. Yes, they are. Denver's in our 2% threat for tornadoes today.
Or even in like a low-lying area, there could also be flooding. We've seen a lot of flooding recently.
So is northern Illinois, which we need to check out Illinois, because part of northern Illinois is in a 5% chance for tornadoes today. So I'm going to go ahead and move another radar down there.
Ground shelter is actually in some cases safer, so definitely recommend you check out ESP Shelters with the top link in the description below. And huge shout out to ESP Shelters for sponsoring today's stream. Thank you, Charing, for the $5 super chat. What are the odds of
this is our Chicago radar.
Wisconsin? I don't think we're going to see another line. There are some storms popping up off to the west.
These storms are literally right on top of Chicago right now. So we're getting some heavy rain in Chicago.
I think those will just be strong storms. Don't really expect much of a tornado risk out of those.
A little bit of rotation down here by Herscher and Irwin, Illinois. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad.
I was watching the Midway Airport camera. Yeah, overall, the storms in Chicago, I mean, I'm not really that surprised with the outcome of these storms.
Pretty much all this rain's like finishing its way through Chicago right now. Like they got some heavy rainstorms that just came through Chicago.
It's a huge line.
But it's further south it goes. They still got a ways to go. And then they're going to be coming into Indiana. I mean, we got a big line of storms here. It looks like we're getting up to 60-mile-an-hour winds here. Like we do have a severe warning here. They're saying 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah, expected out of these storms here. Toronto.
Illinois, so that's a new report coming out of there. We have a severe thunderstorm warning still in effect.
Hold on, let me pull up Toronto.
60-mile-per-hour damaging winds. Hail could be up to the size of quarters.
I know this is going to be bad that I actually have to look up where Toronto is. I know it's in Canada, right? And I know Toronto's associated with hockey, but I don't know Toronto's exact location.
Back over to the northeast of Madison near Beaver Dam.
Nothing that's crazy, you know.
Tornado risk is pretty low right now.
Okay. So Toronto's like right across the street from New York. Okay.
So at least have some.
I'm embarrassed that I had to look up where Toronto is.
Inside of the line.
There is a very large chat.
You got looks like there's more rain coming to Toronto. Nothing too wild though. Looks like the stronger storms are all south down in New York here. We do have some heavier thunderstorms here by Erie, Pennsylvania. Heading northeast, probably going to go up into New York. But yeah, just not, but like some more rain showers there in Toronto.
Strong storms over the next hour or two, but I do think the severe weather risk is much lower. It's not zero, but it's definitely lower.
Yeah, big old long squall line. Look at that. Stretching out across all of Illinois at this point.
Back to Charlie here in a
It's
second.
completely stretched across Illinois at this
Thank you,
point.
Kevin, for the $10 super chat. Been listening to you for a while. Love your coverage and attention to detail.
But yeah, the squall line's like the only thing that's like in the tornado threat right now. The area where we're seeing somewhat of a tornado threat.
Should start to see the wind threat ramp up here in a second over near Beaver Dam. If you are in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, I'd at least be staying away from windows.
Take a look at a 3D view of this storm here.
Should have some damaging winds around 60 miles per hour here over the next few minutes.
Oh wow, this one's pretty big. Yeah, this is a pretty strong looking storm. It's got some meat to its bones out here.
I think.
This storm's bigger than the one that are up in the ones that are having up in Wisconsin.
Let me know if I'm wrong.
And there's all kinds of spaghetti noodle velocities inside this storm. That's nuts.
Yeah, Vince is right now in downtown Juneau, if you're familiar with the area or if you live here.
This storm doesn't know what it wants to do, but the atmosphere is making it rotate in all sorts of directions inside this thing.
Recognize that quick trip.
How's Northwest Indiana looking? Mainly should be damaging winds over in Northwest Indiana. The storm, once again, east of Mayville, is trying to cycle. It is broadly rotating just west of West Bend, Wisconsin. It's going to be going to Wayne, Campbellsport, Cascade, Adele, and Rain.
This one has some big broad rotation in two areas here.
So we're going to have to keep an eye on this storm.
Like two big broad areas of rotation in here, but nothing really tight or anything like that.
Definitely not zero. They will eventually go towards Plymouth, Sheboygan, and just east of Fond du Lac. But it is a discrete cell. Not really much stopping it right now. We got a couple little cells that are going up just off to its east near Slinger, but none of those are currently.
Let me go back up to where our tornado warnings were in Wisconsin.
Still broadly rotating east of Mayville. Also, the severe
What's going on, Zach? How you doing, buddy?
Been canceled. The only area that is currently under a severe warning right now is near Hammond and Chicago Heights, which is still for 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds, which are approaching Gary, Portage, and northwest Indiana, just west of Michigan.
We had like 5 tornado warnings 15 minutes ago. All of a sudden, we're down to none.
For damaging winds around 60 miles per hour. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, we've received 2 separate reports now of vehicles trapped on Main Street and other streets in Watoma, Wisconsin. This has been upgraded to a considerable flash flood warning. Between 2
There's
and
pretty
5
major
inches
flash
of
flood in
rain.
Watoma.
Expecting another 1 to 3 inches.
There's
of
cars
rain.
stuck in the
Very
streets. Wow.
considerable flash flooding going on. Remember, turn around and do not drown.
How you doing, America? How you doing, Theo? Theo Cleachian, welcome to stream. Texie Talk, how you doing? It's good to see you all.
Vortex, and the heaviest amount of rainfall is mainly around that area of spin, and on the north and east side of that, you can just see how the rain is kind of just wrapping around, just kind of stalled out right now near I-39 and 21. So major flooding risk is evolving right now in central Wisconsin. And this
Where exactly is Watoma? I know we've seen it multiple times.
Flooding threat over there. They've already issued a flash flood warning for Oshkosh, Appleton, and just south of Green.
We have any flash flood emergencies? No. Just flash flood warning considerable. We don't have any emergencies. Washashara County here. We got a flash flood warning in Arizona? Holy smokes.
8 o'clock Central Time.
There's Wild Rose.
Well, these storms hit Lafayette, Indiana. They'll probably.
Okay, here's Watoma. That's where they're dealing with some flash flooding here.
I think the damaging wind.
Let's turn on the flash flooding considerable
And so
warnings
far,
here.
We do have a marginal threat of severe weather in place further off to the east as well. This is our categorical outlook. We have a large marginal threat, which includes the.
So yeah, we do. So there is a considerable warning for flash floodings, and there's multiple cars basically stalled out in ponds in the road.
Severe warning. So far things have been kind of tame.
It's a pretty big deal. And let's see if the rain's going to continue to hit this spot.
Flint, Michigan. We definitely have an area of high winds right now.
Yeah.
Just to the south of Taymouth.
You can kind of see how it's just kind of hanging out. A lot of rain is staying on top of Otama.
So 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds currently moving down to the southeast. That's also near Birch Run, near I-70.
They're not done yet either, because it looks like this whole back of the storm still got to come through Watama.
One new severe thunderstorm warning just north of St. Louis. That's near Godfrey and Alton, just outside of St. Charles. That'll be for damaging winds around 60 miles per hour.
It starts to look like these storms are basically going directly north. I don't even think these storms are going to make it over to Michigan. They're going straight up towards Canada after they make their way through Wisconsin, it looks like.
The outflow boundary right here, that is the leading edge of the line of storms here. Overall, outflow dominant storms tend to not.
Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Benji?
They really won't. Stay where the
Hi, Kim, if she's here. Kim's watching. Miss Kitty, what's going on? Hi, Miss Kitty. We're watching bad weather, guys. We just had a whole bunch of tornado warnings, but they went away temporarily, which is nice. And we had a magnitude 7.3 earthquake in Alaska. Craziness, I know. But this is what we're watching out for today here. We got a 5% chance for tornadoes here in South Wisconsin, North Illinois, and we also got a 2% in the green area. And we also have a 2% chance for tornadoes over here in Wyoming and Colorado and Denver. Denver's actually smack dab in the middle of this, so we're kind of watching a couple different areas today. But a lot of our tornado warnings were here in Wisconsin. Here, I can go ahead and play it through again. So we had all these purple ones are all the tornado warnings that we were having here.
Latest update is that a tsunami is possible. There are
We
obviously tsunami
actually,
warnings in effect, and whenever we have updates, we will let you guys know.
yeah. So they're concerned about a possible tsunami from what happened here in Alaska.
Line of storms here back over near Juneau in.
But yeah, we had a bunch of tornado warnings here in southern Wisconsin.
Underneath the shelf cloud, damaging winds are going to be likely as high as 60 miles per hour near Highway 26 here over the next few minutes.
I just don't know what area would be in a threat of a tsunami with where that actual earthquake is. I mean, obviously, if they seen a tsunami in Japan from it, it would take hours for it to reach there. Or in California, it'd probably take hours too for a tsunami to reach there from the earthquake.
What about Janesville, Wisconsin? I think the risk of severe weather for the next few hours is going to be low. Don't have any storms down there right now. We had some storms go through earlier, but I think the overall severe risk is pretty low for Janesville right now. It's not zero, though.
Sweating, bro, I'm sweating in Ohio. I know the feeling, man. It has been hot, hot, hot. Even if it's not hot, it's been humid. How you doing, Shane Eddie? Welcome to the stream.
Menomonee Falls, Kenosha, Sheboygan, all the way back through Green Bay. So continue to stay weather aware. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Watertown, Lake Mills, Okomonowoc, and also north of Fort Atkinson. That'll be for 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds. There is a tornado possible label on this. Not really seeing much rotation on this line.
We actually had a PDS tornado warning earlier today. I missed it. It happened before I got to my computer. But
this is also going towards Rubicon, Hartford, and
I wish I could have been live for that. We are dealing with some flash flooding though in Wisconsin.
A lot of rain, flooding. That's the biggest concern right now for Wapaka. By the way, in case you guys did not see this, we had a fire NATO.
Fire NATO. Oh gosh.
Back over in Utah on Saturday.
Fire NATO in Utah. EF2.
A view of that tornado. This was the tornado and what it looked like. Absolutely insane.
Holy smokes.
That was a fire NATO. That actually ended up, or fire tornado. Basically a tornado with fire spinning around it. So this was rated an EF2. Strongest tornado ever in San Juan County in Utah.
Fire NATO. That is
there
absolutely
was damage to a home
nuts.
there, so. Thank you, Thanos, for becoming a member.
It didn't look like it was rotating that
Also,
much.
the
I mean,
tsunami
I could
sirens
definitely
are
see the
going off
rotation, but
in Old Harbor, Alaska.
let me go pull up our earthquake thing again because I hear that earthquake meter going berserk. Just a
Okay, we're keeping an eye on the
2.5
tsunami situation as that
earthquake in
evolves.
Texas. But yeah, no, this one's still going. So what's it saying?
Hey,
Magnitude
Brenda, also for becoming a member.
4.5.
Welcome to the Velocities.
This is the same spot where the 7.3 happened in Alaska.
This is Vince. He's on the tornado possible line of storms here. Near
Yeah, it's
Watertown.
still
This is on
saying
Highway
right here we had a
16, just north of Watertown.
7.3
Odds
magnitude
are still
earthquake
pretty
in
low. I mean, again, I
Alaska.
wouldn't rule out a tornado still with this line. Not going to be hard for that to happen. Just need an inflow notch somewhere on this line. So far, we haven't seen that. a little bit of time.
Right here, 7.3 Alaskan Peninsula, but it's also got a 4.5 in the Alaskan Peninsula as well. So we have two different earthquakes happening on the Alaskan Peninsula. You know what? Let's look out there. I want to see what's actually out there. Let's go to Google Maps.
Alright, so we are severe warned for 60 mile per hour winds, but it's not looking too
Oh my
crazy.
goodness. So there's actually some towns out here. So Chignik is
Is
actually
Fond du Lac
feeling the
good? You guys are not
7.3
good yet. Got
earthquake
another
there.
line of storms coming out of the west, so I would give
Looks
it
like a
another
pretty
hour.
small town, but they're
Honestly,
literally
most of
dead on where
Wisconsin
that
should be done
7.3
by
is.
around 6:30. So you guys got like 2.5 hours left of severe weather probably. There could be a localized severe weather risk still in about an hour or in about 2 hours from now, even near Green Bay. But
I don't
think
know how
the
many
at least
towns are out
majority
here
of
in the
Wisconsin will be
Alaskan
done by
Peninsula. This
6:30,
one's really small.
which is good news.
There's
If
maybe
you
like
have
10
like dinner
houses.
plans or something, you might be able to actually go out to dinner. So that's some good news. Thank you, GR81, for becoming a member. Colorado's getting pounded right now. Yeah, we got some big hailstorms out there. We're keeping an eye on those. Nothing too crazy right now, but
It's
severe
like
weather risk
permanent
definitely exists
snow out
there.
here in the peninsula too. I mean, you can see all these snow-capped mountains out here. So I think these guys, all these little towns, are probably going
I
to
would
be the
definitely be
biggest
keeping an
threat
eye
for
on
a
this right here. A
tsunami.
little back-end potential tornado threat near Waupun. It's not really rotating much right now, but going up towards
Town has
Fond du
a
Lac,
little
that would be something
airport.
I'd be keeping an eye on.
There's like
I
20
don't think
houses
anything's
here.
imminent, but in the long term, I would say there's a low chance of a tornado going towards Fond du Lac.
I don't know if there's
I-41 as well, just
any
south of
big cities in
Nikimi,
the
just
Alaskan
north of
Peninsula.
Slinger.
I really just don't know anything about the Alaskan Peninsula. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with it.
Also, there's a broad area of rotation still south of Campbellsport. This did produce a few brief tornadoes earlier. That is heading up towards Plymouth right now. It's currently moving to the northeast.
Looks like a hook by Beaver
So we'll
Dam.
be keeping an eye on that. I think Charlie is on that. Go over to Charlie. Charlie's near Fond du Lac right now. I think he's just south of it.
Nothing looks too wild. I mean, we got a little bit of rotation here.
Well, we lost our shelf cloud in the rain. Oh no. Oh, I was hoping to get a nice
He's in
shelf
Fond du Lac,
here.
Wisconsin. This is what it looks like right
Damn.
now. It looks like it's raining. Confirm rain in Fond du Lac.
How unfortunate.
Rain and Fond du Lac.
Oh, we tried.
We keep an eye on Charlie, but he's back over in
Three
Fond du
different
Lac.
earthquakes in that
Shelf
spot
cloud
in
coming in.
Alaska still.
Also, for those that are wondering, this is the teleconference and also the number to call and the pin if
Two
you want to listen to
4
the
point-
teleconference. This is regarding
4.4,
the
4.5, and a
Alaska tsunami.
7.3, all in the Alaskan Peninsula. It's actually
Again,
just
there could be
going
a tsunami
berserk
coming,
over
so
there
make
with
sure that you
earthquakes.
are getting to higher ground.
My goodness.
Obviously, a dangerous situation evolving there for a lot of Alaska. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, we actually did just get a new advisory from the tsunami.
There's so many issues
Center.
with
This is
radar.
going to be a confirmed tsunami. They have listed start times.
Confirmed
Sandpoint,
tsunami.
Alaska, the expected start time is 13:30 local. Cold Bay, Alaska, the expected start time is 14:25 local time. In Kodak, Alaska, the expected time is 14:40 local time. There's the teleconference. It's happening pretty soon. We do have two members of the team here who are dialed into that, and any information that we learn there, we will relay as quick as possible. That conference does not start for another 13 minutes, and there are no observations as of now, but they are starting to issue the exact times of when the tsunami will be starting in Alaska.
Yeah,
All right, thank you, Riley, for
anybody
the
in the
update.
Alaskan
So,
Peninsula,
yeah, as
call
an
them and
update,
I mean,
the
they felt it,
Alaska
right?
Tsunami obviously impacting
You're
lot
not
of people
gonna
there
not feel a
in
7.3
Alaska.
earthquake.
And so if you
They
are
probably know.
currently
They
in
already
that
know.
area that we just showed on screen, make sure that you're getting to higher ground. This is obviously a very dangerous situation. There's a tsunami warning again in effect as a magnitude 7.3 earthquake happened offshore, and we do believe there is a tsunami that could evolve back over in Alaska.
That's
So,
nuts.
definitely dangerous stuff. And if we obviously see anything or hear anything else, again, we're going to be continue to relay information.
Hope
on that.
everybody's
There's a
okay. We've had
developing
enough
situation
natural
here.
disasters in
addition to our
America
tornado
lately.
outbreak, we obviously have to talk a little bit about the tsunami that's coming. So,
Tornado threat's feeling pretty mild lately, though.
It sounds like the tsunami is confirmed. So
But yeah, the tsunami's confirmed.
they haven't confirmed
That's
the
the
severity of
scary
the
part.
tsunami yet, but there is a confirmed tsunami at this point. So
Confirmed tsunami.
the latest details on that.
Get a bit of rotation here by Winnebago and Oshkosh. It's right next to a little lake here,
I'm
too.
in Colorado. My good. There's a risk of severe
That's a
weather
little
there.
concerning here.
I would
This
say
might get
overall, the main
tornado
concern
warned.
will
We'll
be
see what
damaging
happens
winds and hail,
here.
but there's a low tornado
We
risk.
got a
Again, we still have
really
5% tornado
big
risk in place
pocket
for
of
the Midwest
velocities
today,
here north
mainly
of
for Appleton,
Oshkosh,
Green Bay,
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, and Kenosha. And then we have a 2% tornado risk in two different areas. We got one back over in Colorado, Wyoming, and Nebraska. I think it's a pretty conditional low-end day for
Got some
tornadoes. But
little
we
bit
might
of
see a
rotation on the outflow of this storm here,
low
too,
tornado
by
risk still
Campbell
exists.
Sport.
I
You
think
might see some
Chicago, for
blasts
the
of
most
wind.
part, is done with the tornado risk, and even in general, the severe risk. They have canceled the severe watch for most of the Chicago
A
suburbs
little
now.
concerning up here by
So I
Winnebago
think
and
this is really
Oshkosh.
the
Let
only
me get
round
a
of
good
storms that we're going to see
3D
there in
of this thing.
Chicago.
I also got a flash flood warning here as well.
But we still have a threat of isolated tornadoes and damaging winds going across eastern Wisconsin. Obviously, as things evolve here, we will continue to keep you posted here if anything does develop. Also, north of Flint in Michigan, there's also
There's a little
a
tight
severe
pocket of
warning here that is
velocities
going
here
to
in the
continue for
3D
damaging
scan a
winds
while
around
back.
60 miles per hour. That does include Saginaw and Genesee counties in Michigan. It's a live shot from Charlie Bordeaux of the storm near Fond du Lac. This is live.
Kind of this whole area. It's really big and broad.
Let's refresh him here.
Fight well fought. And we
See the
came out on
large
top.
lowering shelf cloud
Hasn't
there.
tightened
back
up
over
or
near Fond du
anything.
Lac.
Get the best of us.
No tornado risk really right now for Fond du Lac, but we still have a large shelf cloud. And then the storm
And
goes
that's
to the
where we
south of
kinda
Fond du
seen our
Lac, still
area where
rotating
it's
north to
rotating
west
there.
bend.
This has a nice little hook, but
Little concerning here by Winnebago. If anything's going to get tornado warned, it's probably going to be that.
it also looks kind of
And we just got so much radar interference right here, too, so it stinks. I don't know. They're having a lot of issues with the radar right here in Wisconsin today.
exciting as it was.
If I zoom out here, you see all this purple. This is like all radar interference here, where it's getting improper data.
I have
Hey, Senko for the $5 super chat. Yeah, I think you guys are fine in Pontiac, Illinois.
Hey, dog. Hey, Aaron. How you
If we were
doing?
to see anything
It
else,
fellows
it's good.
left
Really
hand.
good
How you doing,
wins.
buddy? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, DZ? How you doing, Skybound? Hey, I really appreciate that information about Alaska, Aaron. I was interested, you know, because pretty serious earthquake to have out there.
Should I be worried in New London, Wisconsin? It's basically blackout. Well, I think really at this point, like again,
I would
our
not
biggest
want to
concern
have
is
to
this
deal
line
with a
of thunderstorms. We
7.0
still have one
earthquake in my
discrete cell
lifetime.
here north of West Bend that
It's-
may try to
it's a
produce
truly
a tornado
rare
threat going towards
situation to
Sheboygan
see
and Plymouth. That's really the
A
biggest concern right now.
7.3
Outside of
live,
that, we got a
right?
big
Those
line
are
of
really rare.
thunderstorms that's still producing damaging
Earthquakes that
winds.
strong.
So I would still say the biggest concern right now at this point is the line of thunderstorms that'll produce damaging winds. Maybe an embedded tornado or two
Dutch
as well
Harbor.
before it moves into Lake Michigan. But these storms
Oh,
here,
hey, no
if for
problem,
some
Aaron. I
reason
love
one of them
helping
can
people with the
organize, we
weather.
may
I'm
see
here
an
to
isolated tornado that is
I'm here to
slightly
like
more
help people
long-lasting,
out with
maybe
weather
slightly
anxiety,
stronger,
you know, and
but
hopefully
you
save
know,
lives
overall,
when
even
it
if it's
comes to
dark out, I mean,
tornadoes.
we're
You know,
really
give
mainly
people
looking at a
warnings.
wind
and-
threat across the board. So
I have weather
I'm not
anxiety
overly
myself,
concerned
so
right now about a tornado risk, even though it still exists. It's just not nearly as high as before here in the Midwest.
today I'm feeling pretty confident about today so far because it's like, yeah, we might
Also, I
see,
wanna
you
point
know,
out
we've
the
had a
flooding
couple
risk is
tornadoes,
really
but I
rapidly
feel like the
increasing. Like
tornadoes we're
Appleton,
having today
Oshkosh, West of
are
Chilton,
on much
south
more
of
of a
Apopka.
weaker end, so
We
they're
got a
they're
bunch
less
of
of a
flash flood warnings
concern,
now in
right?
effect, and this is just going to continue to ramp up here over the
There's
next
like a
couple
big
of
difference
hours. We got
between
moderate
weak
to heavy
tornadoes
rainfall
and strong
falling and very
tornadoes, right?
slowly moving right now. Just
And
to the
I
east of
definitely feel like
I-39 back
today's
through Chilton
more
and
so on
Oshkosh
the
and
weaker
Appleton.
end of
So
things,
be
so
ready
I'm
for an
not
excessive rainfall
not as
risk here over the next few hours.
not as
We've already
worried.
had cars, you know, underwater or almost underwater back over near 21, back over near, I believe it was Watuma, and then also near Omro and Oshkosh. We'll probably see similar
The days that
reports here over the
really
next few
concern
hours
me,
as
let me
heavy
pull up
rainfall
our map
continues
here.
in eastern Wisconsin.
Right here, this is our tornado threat again for today. I know anybody that's been here for a while, you've seen this multiple times. We have our scale down here. So we got a 2%, a 5%, 15. Pretty much anything from here over is when it's concerning, right? When we see yellow, the bright red, and the purple, that's when we know we really got to worry about some strong tornadoes. So luckily, we don't have to deal with that today. But I mean, I've still seen bad tornadoes with just a 5%, right? I've seen bad tornadoes with just a 2%, but generally speaking, hopefully, we won't see anything really strong today.
Yeah, my camera is delayed. What the heck? refresh it. That should be better. We have a new updated severe thunderstorm warning over in Union and Colfax counties.
What's crazy is I
for
actually
60-mile-per-hour damaging winds and also
I watched a
golf ball
video of an
size hail.
EF5 that happened
That
in
is just west of Des
Illinois
Moines. So that's a
several
pretty
years
important over New
ago. Like,
Mexico.
I think it was in the 90s or something. It was an EF5 in Illinois, and it happened when it was like 90 degrees out. Like, I was like, what in the world?
Thank you, Jenny, for becoming a moderate velocity member.
Like, I've never heard of a tornado that strong in 90-degree weather. It's just unreal. Makes me really wonder how some
Madison's
things
getting
can
bad
happen.
again. I think Madison's just looking at strong storms. Nothing beyond that. Maybe some gusty winds and tiny hail, but nothing else really expected for Madison. I would expect the tornado watch will be canceled for Madison here pretty soon. We have a new damage report back over in Sun Prairie,
Yeah,
Wisconsin. It's a little bit
I just
delayed,
take it
but
day by
it's not
day,
an hour
Aaron. I
ago.
mean,
2 large branches broken off.
I
of a
thought we were
10-year-old
going to be
tree
done
just north
in
of Sun Prairie.
April,
That's
May.
That's responsible for
But
the line of thunderstorms. It's now
I just
moving
take
to
it day by
Watertown,
day.
approaching
If
Menomonee Falls,
we have a
Milwaukee.
tornado threat, I get
Fun
ready to
loop here.
stream. I
Fun to
mean,
lock here over the next few minutes.
who knows? This might be
We may have
the
live
new
views, by the way, of
America.
the tsunami. Just an FYI, we might have some live cameras. We're working on it.
No, I have noticed though, like, yeah, the threat's been
I don't
much
think there's
weaker.
anything happening yet, but it'll be ramping up here probably. Very
Look at all these
soon.
reports of wind speeds here down in Chicago.
There
we
is
had a
teleconference
70 mile an
in like
hour
6
wind
minutes, so we
gust
should get more information then as
in
well.
Cook, Illinois. A 74 mile an hour wind gust in the Marine thunderstorm wind meter. 5 minutes of gusts in its excess of 60 knots with peak gusts of 64 knots.
This is a
Third
look
Northeast
right
Navy
now. This is
Pier, so I
from
guess they're out in the
Alaska.
water
We are
here.
Tsunami warning.
Holy smoke, strong winds out
So we
there.
do have some camera views. This is actually in the water here, back over in Sandpoint, Alaska.
Ugh. We got cameras in
This is an
Alaska?
area that is very close to where the most intense part of the tsunami would probably hit. And so we're going to keep an eye on that. That's in Sandpoint.
All right.
There are a
Awesome.
lot of
So we
different live views across the
have
board that
live
we looked
cams
at.
for the tsunami.
Got a upgrade, or actually no, a new severe thunderstorm warning in Ohio.
Actually,
60 mile per hour
crazy
damaging
that
winds
how
just
much
to the
the
south
technology
of
we have now
Wheeling.
these
So if
days.
you're over near Woodsfield or New Martinsville, stay
So
away
it
from
feels so
windows and
good that
the
we
most
can warn people for
possible.
tsunamis
Flash
and
flood
give them,
warnings
you
have been
know,
issued also near Pittsburgh, also through
let them
Oil
know ahead of
City,
time it's
where
coming.
flash flooding is possible. We have observed flash flooding north of Pittsburgh.
I'm
back
hoping
over
that's what
Butler, and
they get
also,
that set up in
west of Fort
India
City,
eventually,
mostly
because I know we had some
overflowing,
really bad tsunamis in India,
rivers and creeks, possibly some basement
you know,
flooding
in
as
the
well over
last
near
couple
Harmony in
years
Pennsylvania.
or last couple decades. It's actually
Also,
kind
we
of
have a new
ramping
update.
up
This from
here
the
by
National Weather Service
Poisippi.
of Anchorage, Alaska. This is what
Kinda
they
got
just
some-
posted on
some
their social
bright-
media,
bright
pages, that
greens
there is a
and
tsunami
bright
warning, obviously,
reds
in
here,
effect
where
right
we're
now
seeing
for
a bit of
large
a
chunk of Alaska. We
strong
are keeping an eye on
velocity
cameras in
couplet
case
here.
anything does start to get crazy,
Doesn't look really tight or anything like that, but
but we will likely
the velocities are
potentially see
picking
some
up quite a bit
confirm-
here
there's
by
at least some reasonable
Poisippi, so you guys
confidence
might see some strong
that
winds
there
here.
could be or may not be impacts to some
Might see
areas,
some
but
strong
obviously
winds
this
coming
entire
through
tsunami
Poisippi,
warning,
Tustin,
you
and
should
Barth
be,
here.
getting to higher ground. Move inland, get to higher ground immediately. Just drive inland. Tsunami is imminent here along the coastline. The tsunami happened about 50 miles just to the south of Sandpoint, Alaska. The earthquake happened 50 miles to the south of Sandpoint, Alaska. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, we can now confirm with 110% confidence that there will be a tsunami occurring. There's cameras that we're not able to show that are showing the water receding once again, or the water is receding out. This is what happens before a
Oh
tsunami.
my gosh, the
We are not
water's
able to
receding.
forecast the severity with it with any sort of confidence, but it is confirmed now that the water is going out, which means the water will come back in, and that will be the start of our tsunami.
Holy
All right,
smokes,
thank
that's
you, Riley, for
scary.
the update. So
I
it
just
sounds
really
like
hope a
there
lot of
is
those
going to be
towns
a
in the
tsunami
Alaska
without
Peninsula
a
are like,
doubt
you
now,
know,
for
high up off the
Alaska,
ground and
which
they don't have
is
to worry about
obviously
it.
not what you want to hear.
That is crazy. The water's
So, if you
already
are over
that
there
would
in
be the
Alaska
craziest
in
thing.
that tsunami warning, you need to
I
get
get,
to higher ground
I'm sure
immediately.
somebody's heard this from your parents or grandparents. If you're ever at the beach and you see the water receding, that means a tsunami's coming. So you just got like a hightail it out of there and get up high
Not
somewhere.
good.
Because, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
always
there will be
happens
some
for a
cameras that we do
tsunami
have a
comes.
look at
Yeah, the
least
water recedes
when
big time.
this tsunami starts to really ramp up, especially near Sandpoint. So we are keeping an eye on some of the cameras there.
I'm actually, I'm surprised that this earthquake happened. Kind of
Yeah, definitely not good.
quite the crazy thing to happen while we were streaming the severe weather.
All right. Thank you, Jenny, for the $10.
I mean,
super chat.
I definitely can, you know, place a tsunami and severe weather related content, you know, like it's a big deal. Very big deal.
Actually, I'm actually interested Do we have? Let's see. I haven't done this.
I
in
mean,
a
it's
while.
technically the same thing as a flash flood, or kind of similar to what
If
happened
there's any
in
buoys
Texas.
up there. There are some buoys up here. I don't think any of them are really gonna have a view of anything, but this is actually not far. This buoy right here, this is it takes photos every so often.
They got
and
live.
This is actually not far from where the
It's not a
tsunami probably
webcam, but it
happened.
takes photos from a
That's down the
buoy.
Sandpoint in
That's
Alaska.
crazy.
There are some buoys over here. Sandpoint, obviously, right here. This is a buoy that we'll be keeping an eye on for just different data here, but this is likely going to be one of the more impacted areas. It'll be down here near Sandpoint, just to the east of Unalaska. So,
Out a bit of rotation down
definitely
here by
something that we're gonna have to
Campbell's
keep an eye
Port.
on. And again, if you are anywhere over
and
there in Alaska, definitely be
Kewaskum
ready
here.
again for that tsunami. You need to be getting the higher ground immediately. It sounds like waters are receding, and there's going to be definitely going to be a tsunami there. Back over to our severe storms in Wisconsin, just to the east of Campbellsport. We still have a broad area of rotation heading up towards Cascade and Plymouth. That'll be going towards Sheboygan. There is still a low chance that this produces a tornado as it moves to the north. So if you're north of West Bend,
Anybody see where we got the red here? That's the winds going one way, and I can't draw.
That is currently moving to the northeast.
The red means the
Sheboygan's
winds are
path
going
of
this way, and the
Menominee,
green means
and,
the winds are
just
going
northwest
this
of
way.
Belgium.
So this is where we have a very strong area of rotation right
Back
here.
over near Watertown and
This is
Okemos,
kind of what you
this is
look
just a
for if
large
you're
line of
you know,
thunderstorms.
there
They
might
still have
be
a tornado
a
possible
tornado
label on this
trying to
line, but I
form.
think the tornado risk with this line is pretty low. Not really seeing a whole lot of rotation with this line at all. East of Columbus,
You do have
it's
a
going
lot
towards
of
Menominee Falls with Keisha and
interference as
Milwaukee.
well
So be
still
ready
in
for
this area.
60
It's
mile per
cutting
hour
a lot
damaging
out.
winds. The tornado risk as of right now is on the lower side of things.
We haven't checked out. Let's go down to Illinois. We haven't checked down there in a minute. We got any new people that are concerned about any areas? Canton,
We are
Ohio.
now up to 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, one of the lowest numbers of the day. We actually
Canton,
went live, I
Ohio.
think,
Let's
with
look,
2
Shane.
severe thunderstorm warnings. So there haven't been very many severe warnings. We've actually had as many tornado warnings as the amount of severe warnings we have right now.
Holy rain.
We have
There's
5
tons of rain
across
in
the board. We
Ohio.
got
You know what?
one just
It
north of
rained
St.
all
Louis. We got
morning
one
in
west of
Ohio, by the
Milwaukee. We
way.
got
And
one
this is all this
northwest,
stuff is what hit me
or
this morning.
northwestern Indiana, one in Ohio and West Virginia.
It
and the
literally
last one in New
rained till
Mexico.
about
So
noon
there's
today in
currently 5
Ohio.
severe warnings across the board. Back over
And
in
it
St.
looks
Louis,
like,
get
yeah.
ready for 60 mile per hour damaging winds. Again, not looking at
I
much
don't know
of
if
a
this
tornado
is going to
risk here.
make it up to Canton, but if it does, it's going to be raining there for a
Back
long
over near
time
St.
too
Charles,
today.
going towards Edwardsville and Alton. Bethalto is also in the path of that. It's all outflow dominant.
I'll
storms,
see you
so
later,
the
Aaron.
tornado threat
Thanks
is
for
pretty low.
stopping in.
We have a few strong
Montana, how you
storms
doing,
that have also
Cash?
gone
Welcome
up
stream.
just
Hey,
west of
Rusty
Albany,
Bridges.
Illinois, that is tracking towards Vincennes and Robinson. So be ready.
Anybody
for
just
isolated
stopping in? We're
strong
dealing with
storms
our
right over there, but not
tornado
really
threat
looking at much
today. It's
severe
in this
weather.
area
Chicago
here.
is fully cleared out. We no longer
Yeah,
have a severe
5%
thunderstorm
here
watch in
in
place at all for all of Chicago.
southern
and the
Wisconsin,
suburbs.
northern
And then back over
Illinois
near
that we're
Gary
dealing
Portage,
with, and
there is a
another
strong
little
line of
small
thunderstorms
2%
that is
area out
producing
here in
damaging winds
Miami
up to
and
60 miles per hour. There is a
Colorado.
low chance.
And
of
we
an
also have
isolated
a
tornado,
magnitude
but I think it'll be mostly
7.3
wind.
earthquake that
There
is
are a few
producing a
cameras along this
tsunami
route
right
near
now
Gary
in
that
the
we can
Alaskan
actually look at. I'm
Peninsula.
going to see if anything has
So
a
we're
view
kind
of
of keeping an
anything
eye
here,
on
but
that.
there are a few cameras near Lake Station.
If anybody's got any
Might have a
good
view of something.
cams on the Alaskan Peninsula, link them in
I have those.
Discord. Put them in let me pull that up here. The severe weather channel. If you find any good cams in Alaska. Let me go ahead and link our Discord if anybody does. Discord's like a free chat room basically where we all talk about the weather and stuff when we're not
Central
streaming
Illinois, I think
or
the
during
severe
the,
weather risk is
when we're
mostly
streaming,
winding
and
down
it
there.
basically has all the apps we use and whatnot.
No problem, Clint.
So yeah, our earthquake was happening right in here in our
There's
Alaskan
between
Peninsula. We had a
20 to 30
7.3
centimeters
here.
of water is expected near Sandpoint, by the way. That is the latest on the tsunami back over in
How many meters did he say? I missed what Max said.
Sandpoint. There's currently a teleconference going on, and we are listening into it. Riley will report after whenever it's done.
So there's a teleconference they're listening to about the tsunami.
What's going on in Alaska? We have a large tsunami warning that is currently in effect.
You see if the earthquakes are still happening out there.
And a tsunami is expected.
Yeah, a tsunami is expected. They said they already
There
seen
are
the
some
water
cameras that we are keeping
receding.
an eye on too, but the water's already receded apparently, and
Yeah, anytime the water
think
starts
it's gonna keep
receding, that
receding.
means a tsunami is forming. Where is my earthquake page?
oh, not know you're on that monitor. All right. This is a live. This is a camera that took a photo. This is about 10 or 8 minutes ago.
I wonder if this Zoom Earth will show the tsunami warning.
So again, we haven't really seen a whole lot yet, but this is the area. This is Sand Point, which we are likely going to be seeing a tsunami in here in the next few minutes.
Not saying anything about the tsunami.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, behind the scenes view of what happens.
How you doing, Lorraine Mitchell? Welcome to stream. How you doing, Joel? Dogs are great. We are
Today or tomorrow.
right
the
now. We're
tsunami is
watching
today. Like,
multiple
it's happening,
things.
like,
Right now, we have a tornado threat here in Wisconsin. We do not have any current tornado warnings, but we did have a bunch of them earlier. You know, kind of play out what we've watched. Like we had all these purple polygons were tornado warnings here. Currently, at the moment, though, we do not have any tornado warnings. We do have areas of rotation we're keeping an eye
new severe
on.
thunderstorm warning. This one's in Oklahoma.
Like this one here by Poisippi, we got a
all the
little
way
bit of
back over
rotation I've
near
been
Oklahoma
continuing
City.
to watch here.
For McLean and Grady counties. It's this
But we
thing right
also
here
just
for
had a
damaging winds around
magnitude
60 miles per
7.3
hour.
earthquake in Alaska and a tsunami coming. So we're kind of
If you are in this
staying up to
area,
date on
stay away
that
from
here.
windows and be on the lowest floor possible.
We still have this area of
Also, this is
rotation by
over in
Campbellsport. This
Chesterton
is
right
literally
now
right on
in
top
Indiana.
of
This is a live shot
Campbellsport
where our
now.
line of storm's about to come in. This is
Oh, I was gonna
west of
check. I was gonna
South
check
Bend.
northern Illinois. I haven't done that yet. Let's go down there. Go back to the Chicago because we had all these storms basically just pass through Chicago.
And also
We did
got
have some
trains.
big. We had up to 74
Riley has an
mile an
update.
hour
Go
winds
ahead,
that came
Riley.
through Chicago.
Hey, Max. So it sounds like from that conference, they're saying 20 to 30 centimeters of water is the highest that we're expecting from the tsunami. It is not expected to be a significant tsunami. They are
20
going
to
to
30
issue another
centimeters,
advisory
nothing.
soon with more information, but obviously this is still developing.
That's only like a
situation.
foot.
That conference call lasted about 4 minutes, and
1
that's all
foot
the
tsunami's
information that we
nothing.
were able to gather. There will be a much more in-depth forecast as part of their next advisory, which should come out in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Rusty, this is GR2
Alrighty, thank you,
analyst.
Riley,
It's
for
not
the
a
update.
site.
So that is
I'm
back over.
on my
Alaska, where we
PC
again
and I'm
have a
just
tsunami
streaming a
warning in
vertical
effect.
feed
So
to
again,
YouTube
the
Shorts.
entire
So
ground immediately, no matter what the situation is here.
the
obviously
app
it is
I'm using
dangerous,
here
and we definitely could see some major
is
problems there if for whatever reason
a
things could
PC
take
only
turn.
app.
At
But if
least
you want a
that
good
does
one
not
for your
sound
phone,
terrible, but
this
I mean,
is the one I
it still
suggest
is a
using right
tsunami.
here.
Like, we could definitely see impacts that change. It's an evolving situation.
This is
things are still
weather-wise.
developing.
This is Ryan
So
Hall,
take it
y'all's
seriously.
like
The
main
entire
big
ground anywhere
dog
that's
weather
tsunami
streamer,
warning.
and he's basically set this app up,
And there actually may be a live camera that we can look at
and
here
it's
shortly, so
free,
we're
right?
just stay
You can
tuned. We
see
might
everything
have something
free,
here
but if
soon.
you want, like, you can get like this one I'm using is like the $6
Just
a
back to
month
Chesterton,
version.
Indiana, where we do have a
where it
shelf
lets me do
cloud
split
rolling in.
view and
Damaging winds
stuff.
around 60 miles per hour is likely here over the next few minutes.
Yeah, if you're on phone, I recommend weather-wise. Like we see some rotation here by Farmington. We can see a little pocket of rotation there. This is a really good app. I like this one. I'm trying to get used to it more. I'm trying to use it more. See there's our rotation by Campbellsport here. Nothing's tornado warned, but we do have a lot of pockets of
Well, the
rotation
storm's making
still.
Toledo, Ohio. I think the risk over there is pretty low.
Oh, what's
for
really
severe
cool
weather.
about this one is
If you
I
guys
can
get
connect
anything
to
really in
Canada
Toledo, it'd
as
be
well.
just isolated damaging winds. Generally speaking, the severe weather
As
risk
somebody
is pretty
asked
low.
about Toronto a little bit ago. Let's go over to Toronto radar. I love that. Absolutely love it. All we need, we're
Awesome
still
to watch
waiting
for
for them to
Indiana
actually
soon.
give us the
I
Canadian
don't know. They might
tornado
they might
warnings. We've
expand
had
the
a
severe
lot
thunderstorm
of
watch. I don't
tornado
know about
warnings
a
in
new
Canada
watch, but
this
they may
year,
expand the watch a little bit further to the east.
especially up over here in
But overall, it's mostly just isolated damaging winds. I don't think they'll extend the severe thunderstorm
Manitoba,
watch at
Saskatchewan.
all.
We had a
Just
lot
purely
of
because of the fact that the
tornado
line of storm
tornadic
is probably
activity
not
in
going to
these
last
two
too much longer.
provinces
It'll probably go
in
for
the
about
last
2 to 3
couple
more
weeks.
hours. But I
So
don't think the severe weather
we've
risk
been
will
kind
be
of
that
keeping an
elevated.
eye on these
We
areas.
got a new wind gust report just east of Joliet in Illinois. Orland Park actually reporting a
I thought there was
70
some
mile per hour
rain
wind
coming
gust. That's
towards
via
that's
a train
Ottawa.
spotter. That is just to the west there of
There's
Chicago.
Montreal. Forget what city he was asking about.
That is a
It's right
brand new
across the
report there, just to
river.
the west
Oh,
of
he was asking
Chicago.
about
Back
Toronto.
over in Milwaukee and just west of Milwaukee, we still have a line of thunderstorms going through Okomonowak, going towards
But
Mount
yeah,
Mighty
I
Falls
like
and
this radar
Waukesha.
app here.
This
It's a
is
good
still
one.
producing damaging winds
And
around
it's
60
it
to
has a lot
65
more to
miles
come,
per
right?
hour.
Like
There's
I haven't
still a
even
very
used
low
the
tornado
PC
risk here
version
in
yet. I'm still
Wisconsin over the next
emulating
hour
a
or
phone
two.
on my
They've
PC to
actually
use this
extended
app,
the
but
tornado watch, so it
I
now
guess the new
goes
PC
until,
version's
I
out
believe,
now.
7 o'clock. Yeah, so they've actually allowed
Not
this
much-
tornado
not
watch
much
to continue
rain
until 7
in
o'clock Central
Toronto,
Time.
but there was
and no
some
longer
earlier.
ends at 6 o'clock. So we still have a tornado risk here across Wisconsin until at least 7. I think the main reason
Billings,
why they
Montana. How you
expanded and
doing,
extended the
Cash?
tornado
Let's
watch
check
is
out
mainly
Billings,
for this
Montana.
area back over in eastern Wisconsin near Green Bay and also near Sheboygan.
Right here, we're
Also
still
near
seeing like
Appleton.
pretty
We
much
still have a
60-mile-an-hour
lot of broad
winds
areas of
happening
rotation
here,
that are all
coming
moving to
towards
the east,
Michigan
and they're
City,
moving very
Westville,
slowly. So the flooding threat
Wanata,
obviously elevated, and on top of that, we could still see another tornado
Valparaiso,
or two up here in
Chesterton,
central and eastern
and
Wisconsin.
Illinois. You guys got big winds coming in towards you, moving east. Let's go check out Montana.
The mispronunciation of Wisconsin cities is killing me.
Well,
Can't get them all.
that's good news, though. We had a
I've never lived in Wisconsin
7.3
in my life, and I've actually, I
earthquake
don't
in the
think, ever
Alaska
been in the state of
Peninsula, and they
Wisconsin.
said it's only like 20, 30
Believe it or not.
centimeters. I think that's only like 2 feet.
Might change in a few weeks.
So
but
I don't
as
think
of
that's
right now,
going to be
I've never been there.
a
Fatality
threat,
for $10
really.
super chat. Is there
Only
risk of tornadoes
toddlers.
in
They
the
need to be
Gulf
picked
Coast
up by
weather?
their
There is a low
moms if you're
risk,
in the
mainly
Alaskan
along the
Peninsula. Do
coastline.
not leave your toddlers on the ground.
That'll be mainly in like southern Louisiana, back towards like western
Well,
Florida.
you said Montana, right? Billings, Montana. There's
As of now,
nothing
this
going
is the
on
day
in
2
Montana.
outlook of severe weather. We just have a large marginal threat. From
I don't think there's
northeast
a there's a
back into
thunderstorm
the
within
Central Plains.
200 miles
For
of you in
whatever reason,
Billings.
we do not have a risk along the Gulf Coast, even though I do think there's
You're in
at
good
least
shape
a low
there.
chance of an isolated tornado or two tomorrow. And then on
Tornado
Friday,
worst
we only
burst.
have one
I'm
little
terrible
marginal threat of
times. I'm
severe weather
attracted
right
to
now in place.
tornadoes.
That's
I think
back
I'm going to
over
marry one.
in the Central Plains.
We're getting a lot of rain over here in the East Coast, though. Holy smokes! Look at all this rain. I mean, look at all this up
And
here
also,
in
this
Wisconsin and up in Canada. I mean, there's just tons and tons of rain up
The
here.
latest.
And it was
on
raining all morning in
Invest
Ohio, where I was
93.
at.
I
I'm
did
over
not
here
look
by
right now.
Cincinnati. Thank goodness the rain's finally
Yeah.
done. But look at Pennsylvania.
This
Like
is
almost the
latest on
entire
Index
state of
93. It
Pennsylvania
is
is covered
still
in rain
40
right
There's
now.
still a 40%
It's
chance
unreal.
this develops.
Lots of
You
heavy
can still see it
thunderstorms
spinning
too here in
off the
Pennsylvania.
coast here, Panama City, west of Apalachicola, going towards Louisiana.
Yeah, I know. It's been
Still
so
low to
humid
medium
here
chance
too.
that a tropical storm forms. If
I
it
went
does
out
form, it'll be
outside
named
this morning and it
Tropical
was
Storm
so
Dexter.
stinking hot and the sun wasn't
I
even
don't
out.
have
It
a
was
lot
so
of
humid.
confidence it's going to form, but if it does, the biggest concern is flooding, and honestly, it'll probably become.
Let's go back
no
up to
more than just, like, a
Wisconsin where our tornado
low-grade
threats have been.
tropical storm at this point. It's taking too long to develop.
We haven't had a tornado warning in
$5 super
a minute.
chat. You also, Dave, for the $10 super chat. New drinking game. Every city mispronunciation drink, and yes, we're professional.
A little bit of
drinkers here in
rotation here
Wisconsin.
still. That what just came
It
through
would
Campbell
work.
Sport.
That'd be a terrible drinking game, but it would
And this
work.
rotation's completely rain wrapped. It's right in here somewhere. So we still got rotation here. We got a little bit of rotation in here. Nothing too strong. Got a little bit of rotation in here.
Anything new about Alaska? Again, whenever we have new updates, we'll let you guys know. I'm keeping an eye on everything too.
A little bit of
No new
rotation
updates
by
as of
Pike
right
and
now. All we know is
Jonesburg
that the
too.
water has receded quite a bit.
Nothing too wild looking, but we're getting flash flood warnings. Like, look how many. We have like 5 flash flood considerables now here. So I know we've had reports of cars being stuck and stuff in Wapaka or Rotoma right here. Yeah, we've had stalled out cars and stuff stuck in
It does sound
Watoma.
like, though, again, the tsunami risk is pretty minimal. It
So
doesn't
there's a
sound
lot of
major,
flooded
but it is
areas
at
in
least a
Watoma right now.
tsunami,
Look like
so
they're finally
it
gonna. The
doesn't
rain's
sound like it's
gonna
a major tsunami.
finally lessen a little
Probably
bit in
go up to about
Watoma
4%
after all this
of
rain
rising
they've
water,
got.
but we'll have to wait and see. It could be obviously worse, which is why you should be
So
evacuating.
they're gonna
or
actually
getting
get a
higher
chance for
ground
the rain to recede a little
if
bit
you
better.
are in that tsunami warning. This is a live
And we
shot
still
from
got this
Chesterton,
area of
Indiana, where we have
rotation by
damaging winds
Poisippi
around
here.
60 miles per hour.
That was a
coming through
weird
right
name,
now, or will be
Poisippi.
over the next few minutes. Some of
Beachfront
this is just the
property.
outflow winds. The winds will be a little bit higher here in a couple minutes.
Talking about
This is
beachfront
minor storms
property if
continue
it's
to push to the
flooded.
east.
You've been in 3 tornadoes.
The
You're
rotation in
cursed. Oh my
Ohio, I don't
goodness.
think the
This
tornado
isn't.
risk
We're
is
in
really gonna be that high
Wisconsin
in
right
Ohio.
now.
I'd say it's a very low risk in Ohio today for any sort of severe.
Gonna kind of
weather.
play
Main
it out
concern
through
should be
system
isolated
stream, and all
damaging
the
winds.
purple ones were tornado warnings here in southern Wisconsin. And now look, it's like all the tornado warnings are gone, and now we grew a bunch of flash flood warnings. So after what happened in Texas like a week or 2 ago, I think it's safe to say we're going to start taking flash flood warnings a little more serious, right? And there's ways to determine how threatening flash floods are.
It's like a potential wall cloud in South Roxana, Illinois.
And also,
It's probably
too,
a shadow cloud. Probably not a wall cloud.
Flash floods have a higher death toll than tornadoes do. Flash floods actually are very threatening to life, and they just got to come up with a better system. I think they are, because the first time ever I seen a flash
Where's
flood
your studio? It's in
emergency
Florida.
And what was that town called in Nebraska the other
There's
day?
often confusion.
They did a
about
flash
wall
flood
cloud versus
emergency, the
shelf
first time
cloud,
I've
and
seen one.
everything that you're probably
So I'm
seeing with
hoping
this
they finally
entire line of
start doing
thunderstorms is
Amber
likely
Alerts
just a
for
large shelf
flash
cloud.
flood emergencies, and
Hey,
you
Jake,
can
$5
really
super
tell.
chat.
Look at this area that's rotating right
Yeah,
here.
this entire
You can
line,
just see
like,
how
we're
it's just
probably not gonna have any
rotating.
wall clouds in here because again, nothing's really rotating. It's all pretty
It's
much
just
output
kind of like
dominant,
staying in
so.
one spot. That
Hey, Penny, also
rotation
for
is
$10
just
super
twirling
chat.
around right in here.
Just one phone call and it could set you straight with the Wisconsin city names.
That's crazy.
Hey, at least we're trying.
The storm's moving through, but
I
every
could
part
just
of the
say
storm
here
that
and
comes
there
in
and
this
several
area
other
is
places.
rotating a
At
lot.
least we're trying.
All right, so the things that are super important to know about flash floods is like the type of ground you
Yeah, if
have,
you're in
topsoil. There's
Sandpoint,
actually
I
a
believe the
government
arrival is in
website
an
that
hour.
shows what
Is
type
it
of
an hour or is
topsoils
it
everything
around
has
now?
and how
Do you
porous
know,
it is and what
Sandpoint, Alaska.
and how good it's dispersing water. And another thing is drought, like how many years a place
This
has
is the
been in
latest
drought.
shot
If you're
from
in an area
Alaska
that's been
on
in a drought for a
Sandpoint. This
really
was
long time, you're
approximately
very susceptible
10
flash
minutes ago
flooding.
now. This is from a plane that is like stationed here.
So hopefully whatever happened in Texas again, we can prevent it, you know. I'm gonna take every flash flood warning in Texas very
The
serious
arrival
now.
should be right about now, though.
If I see
Sandpoint.
one in Texas, I'll go live because you know, I just after what happened down there with all those camps. I mean, last
least
I
within the
heard,
next
there's over 100
15
people lost their
minutes.
lives, and there's still a couple dozen people missing from that flash flood. We're
supposed to be
in
right about
Wisconsin right here. This is where that 70 show and that 90 show is.
Getting windy in Green
In
Bay.
Wisconsin, they
major?
have cheese
Biggest
and
concern
stuff.
right now around and just southwest of Green Bay is just broadly rotating storms. Again, we have a flash flood we have multiple flash flood warnings in effect right now near Oshkosh and Appleton.
These are
Tornado
all
risk
of our
is not
warnings
done
right
yet. Again,
here.
we still have some broadly rotating storms south of Chilton, for example. There is a little bit of rotation there.
But they do have
that
they
is
have a
slowly
scale,
moving
right?
to the
You got
north, and then we also have some broad
FFW is a
rotation
regular
west of
flash
Sheboygan.
flood warning.
That is out of a storm now.
Then
Hasn't
an
rotated for quite some time, but it
FFWC
is
is
losing
considerable, which means a
energy at
little
this
more
point. I think
threatening,
it's running
right?
into actually, I think there's an outflow boundary that it's
And
now
then
going
after
behind.
that,
So
they
I
got
think
the
it's going to a more stable and more
FFWE, which is
elevated
a flash
environment where
flood
that storm's
warning
going to struggle more.
emergency. So
think
I'm
the tornado
hoping
risk is
from
at
now
least
on, after what
slightly lower here,
happened
back over near
in
Belgium
Texas,
and
that
just southwest of
they will be
Sheboygan.
sending out Amber Alerts for the FFWEs.
This is the odds of an
I'm hoping
aftershock.
that's the
This is from
case.
Matthew
I'm pretty
Capucci.
sure they do,
So back over in Alaska.
because that could have
This is basically
that could have
aftershock
probably saved some lives if
forecast
they had
if you're
Amber
back over near
Alerts in
Sandpoint,
that
Alaska.
Texas town in Kerr.
So there will likely be aftershocks.
Cheeseheads.
just
Oh, John, we got
depending on
a
the magnitude,
Wisconsin in here.
Like if we have another, magnitude 6, there could definitely be some more problems. But the highest odds of an aftershock would be somewhere around a 3 to 4 magnitude, possibly up as high as a 5 or 6. Very low chance we get another aftershock higher than a 6.
Yeah, we had a monster earthquake at 7.3 in Alaskan Peninsula too.
And again, we had a magnitude
lasted for a
7.3
while.
earthquake if you're just tuning in about 50 miles south of Sandpoint, Alaska, which is why there are currently tsunami warnings in effect back over in Alaska for most of
I had
the
those site up here.
peninsula there. This is once again the tsunami.
They said there
warnings
is a
that are in effect.
tsunami
They're actually
coming,
now
but it's not going to
advisories,
be
I
that
believe, so I
big.
think
They
it may
said
have been
20 to
downgraded
30 centimeters, so that's
advisories.
not much smaller
They're down to
threat than I was
advisories now.
thinking.
They're no longer warnings. Zoom into that. So they have downgraded the warnings to advisories for all of the coast of Alaska.
We got a lot of. We have a 40-mile-an-hour one here.
55 miles south of Sandpoint, Alaska.
That's between Australia and India.
But again, you should still be in higher ground just in case something does end up happening. Obviously, the
Hurricane season's getting real
waters are not
fast
expected to
here.
rise super high, but it could obviously change at any moment. It's a developing
30-mile-an-hour
situation.
one here, basically pretty far east of the Philippines.
Riley has an update. Go ahead.
We got a depression right off Florida.
Yeah, Max, just reading into this advisory a little more, pointing out some of the things that you may not think of. Obviously, even if we don't see a giant wall of water, there is still water movement going on. A tsunami will greatly change the current and make the ocean quite treacherous if you're trying to swim in it, so please just avoid the waters. We actually saw someone walk by.
No swimming in Alaska, guys.
Right next to the ocean.
I know it's so
I'm not
nice
sure
out
what the
there.
disconnect there is with a tsunami coming and walking by the ocean, but clearly that's not a good idea. So please avoid the ocean if you're in the area. It does still sound like
really
we are
not even
expecting
carrying that much
waters
rain
up
with
to
it.
that 20 to 30 centimeter mark at the peak of the tsunami. Obviously, that's nothing too crazy. We're at low tide right now, so that is helping sort of alleviate the impacts of the tsunami because it's
The
just
tsunami is
going to
going to
be
bring
going into an
high
area where
tide
we
at
already
noon.
would have water if it was high tide. So that's of course a very, very good thing. The other thing too is it sounds like we may actually see a cancellation of this over the next hour or so. This is one thing that they mentioned in the meeting. We will know that in 30 minutes from now. It sounds like the next update will be exactly 30
Look at
minutes
Alaska,
from
absolutely.
the last advisory, which came out at 1:44 p.m. local time.
Alrighty, thank you, Riley, for the update. So that's a little bit more
Do you even
information
have
about our
any warnings
tsunami
in Alaska?
which again could cause some problems. It's at this point kind of unknown whether it's going to be.
There's like no rain
that
up there
significant.
though.
It
I
kinda
was
looks like
looking
it's
at it
not
on
going to
Google
be just
Maps.
based off the
There
information that
actually
we
there is
gathered
some
so
rain
far,
up in
but at least
Alaska.
it's still something of concern. You should not be near the beach. I don't know why anybody would be walking near the waters. If anybody's in the waters, that's even crazier. But if you are near the waters, that is already dangerous enough.
Earthquakes
try to get
happened
to
right
higher
in
ground
here.
once again. New severe thunderstorm warning
We
was
had like
issued for
3
Southwest
areas of
Michigan and
earthquakes
Northwest
here in
Indiana. That is
Alaska.
for
One was a
damaging winds around 60
7.3.
miles per hour. This is currently tracking to the east-northeast. It will be heading towards Elkhart as
Let me
well.
pull up
So
the
if you're near
earthquake
Elkhart,
site again. I want to
get
see if
ready for high winds. This is going to be moving
let's
towards
see if it's
Benton
still
Harbor
going
as
on
well.
over there.
South Bend, LaPorte, and Michigan City. You guys are all included currently in severe thunderstorm warnings. We also have some storms going up across Ohio. For the most part, just isolated damaging winds across the board. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Woodsfield, Ohio, for 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds and flooding.
Oh my
has
goodness,
continued
they're
to remain a
still
concern.
happening.
We got a bunch of strong storms as
Let me
well
make this
back
bigger
over to
for
the
you guys
southeast
so you
of
can see it.
Columbus and over just to the north of Toledo, or west of Toledo, Ohio. We also have some storms that have gone up here, with some gusty winds and small hail being a possibility.
It's only a
The severe
magnitude
storm that was ongoing
1.4
near
happening
Flint
in
has pretty
Alaska
much
right
fallen
now.
apart. So
We
there
had a
isn't really a whole lot
7.3
left there near
earlier.
Flint for severe weather. It's mostly
So
just
the
gusty
earthquake
winds.
that's
But
happening
again,
there now
we do have a
still
line of
is much
storms that is going to be
weaker
coming
than it
into
was. It was a
western
really
Michigan
long
here soon,
earthquake
and that may
right here.
provide an isolated threat of damaging winds here this evening. You're popular on the
2037,
Illinois camera? Are those people
magnitude
watching the stream?
7.3,
No way, right?
Alaskan Peninsula. Is in the same spot where that 4.5 is going right.
Are they actually on the? Are they watching the stream? There's no way they went to this camera just to watch the stream and photobomb it. They actually, I think they are watching the stream though.
They
There's
watch.
no way. This is
Virtual
this is
rail
a first,
fan
I think.
Rochelle in Rochelle, Illinois. Watching a train. The earthquakes are still going in Alaska, it seems. Just the big, strong ones done. How long ago?
If you're watching the stream right now, you got to dance or something. Like
It lasted
they
for
are.
a
They're
while.
waving at the camera. They're definitely watching the stream. That's actually wild. That's never happened before. Thank you, Cliff, for the $20 super chat. Simply want to say thank you. I really appreciate that.
The surface.
That is so funny.
Do you know the surface will be out there? I don't know what this. What do you mean by surface?
So keep
A
an eye
little
on
bit
that
of a
camera.
little strong couplet rotation right here
Oh,
by
man.
Oroville and Borth. Looking a little concerning there.
They're still waving. Mom must
This
be watching on her phone.
rotation's
Thank you,
gotten
Mom,
really
for the super
broad and
chat.
wild out here in Pipe and Johnsbury.
Appreciate that from Kentucky. For the record, this camera is like 2 hours to the west of any severe storm, so it's kind
A little bit of rotation here in this hook that right through Campbellsport
funny.
too. Still a little pocket of velocities there.
Oh man.
I don't think we've had any. I'm pretty sure we've had some tornadoes
guess.
here in the last 30 minutes that didn't get warned. I mean, look, we have a very nice little couplet of velocities here in the hook in this storm, and we didn't get a warning. Like there could be a tornado on the ground right there. Same thing here. Look, we have a really strong little couplet here
Again, if
by
you're just
North
in from
Fond du
the
Lac.
Alaska
If you're in
tsunami
Fond du
and
Lac,
that
North
definite
Fond du
advisory,
Lac,
no
take
alarm
shelter.
rate
This
warning.
could be a tornado on the ground, just in case. I know we don't have a
Just
tornado
in
warning on it, but we do have a strong little velocity couplet here coming right into North Fond du Lac.
Overall, the Colorado storms have been mostly isolated, damaging winds. Not really seeing a whole lot of a
Holy
tornado risk right
smokes.
now back over in Colorado, but we're keeping an eye on that. Still a severe warning also in Wyoming, east of Rawlins.
I don't know why they quit giving out tornado
Quarter
warnings. This is
size
the
hail.
worst one I've seen yet
Most
right
of the
here.
activity right now in the high plains has been
Just
pretty
north of Pipe
spotty,
here, we
nothing
got
too
a
significant
really
as of
strong
right now. The
velocity
more
couplet
concerning
here.
activity still remains in the Midwest.
Yeah, this needs
Damaging
tornado
winds and hail
warning.
are still ongoing here. And a low tornado risk continues across Wisconsin for the next few hours. Thank you, Rose,
I know we can't really see much because these storms aren't that big, but we have a very strong velocity couplet right here on top of
They're
Pipe.
still looking at the camera.
mean, it definitely, you could feel
You
like
might
100
actually.
mile an hour
Hey,
gust of wind with something that, that strong of a
imagine if he does the
velocity
gritty on this
couplet.
camera. That'd be wild. I don't think they're watching the stream anymore, though. They're just like walking around looking at the camera. They running for the 13 months.
Right in
Now
here.
they're all waving. They're all
Can't
waving.
really
at the
see it
camera.
well in a 3D view, but
We had on Ryan Scholl's stream a couple days ago when we were covering Nebraska. It was actually almost a week ago now, but when we were covering Nebraska, we had.
I have
there was a
not seen
family
the
in a
greens
car
on
watching
here,
my
but
stream and watching him on my stream. It was pretty funny.
definitely, yeah,
That was when the
Pipe,
pizza incident
get in
happened
your
when he dropped off
safe
the pizza.
spots temporarily until this passes through here, because this is really showing up in the NROT here. We might be having a downburst or something here in Pipe.
As a reminder, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. We're about 5 subscribers away
Downburst is
from
basically, it could be a
1.32
tornado
million
that's not
subscribers.
associated with a
Also, make
supercell,
sure to like
because
the
we have
stream if you've been
a
watching
really
the
strong
stream so far.
velocity
Also, helps get this
pocket
out to
right
more people.
here, just east of Pipe. Very easily see feel like up to 100 mile an hour blast of
We're
wind if
doing
that hits you
Midwest
there.
and basically across the entire country, severe weather coverage. This is the current risk of severe weather outline from the Storm Prediction
I don't
Center.
know why
Still
they
includes
quit
about 90
tossing
million
out
people
tornado warnings. That's
that are
very,
at
very
risk of
concerning
severe
looking there.
weather for today. The slight risk does continue for the Midwest, but again, if you're in northern Illinois, the majority of the severe weather risk is now over. That still goes into western Michigan and southeastern Wisconsin. And then we also have a slight risk of severe weather for Colorado back into eastern or southeastern Wyoming into eastern Colorado, southwest Nebraska, or western Nebraska as well. Large marginal threat of severe weather goes all the way from Utah back into New York. So be ready again for some damaging winds, hail, and a low tornado risk will continue.
Just
This
right
is the
here,
main concern
one-way
again across the
direction
board is
right here. We
damaging
have
winds. We still have
70
a
mile an
5%
hour
tornado
winds
risk in place
one
for
way
eastern Wisconsin,
at
and then a 2% tornado
5,600
risk in place
feet.
back over in Colorado.
So, I mean,
which
this
does include
storm's
the
just
Denver
screaming right
area,
here at this
which so far
current
we've not really seen
location.
much there, but we're keeping an eye on it in case anything does change. Thank you, Kelly, for becoming a member. Thank you, Martha, for the 13 months.
Still have a really strong velocity coupler. This is moving north. This is going to be moving north, I believe, up towards Brothertown and Chilton.
How many tornadoes today? I think we've at least had 5 or 6.
I don't know
different
why they haven't
tornadoes.
tornado warned
So
this.
we're pretty much on the cusp of at least a small-scale tornado outbreak.
Maybe they took a break. Yeah, we have a small
Have a new
little
damage
couplet
report
of
back over in
rotation right here
Plainfield,
by
Illinois,
Auroraville
power
and
lines
Borth,
down.
too.
Speaking of power outages, let's look at the power outage map so far today. We actually have 21,000 people currently without power in Illinois. The majority of those are in central Illinois, near
21,000 people
McLean
without power in
and Knox
Illinois?
counties.
Holy smokes.
Livingston County is also another area that we've at least gotten some power outage reports. Cook County at about 5,000. Lake County at about 394 customers currently without power right now. About 6 million people are tracked across
476 out in
we've had a very
Wisconsin.
limited amount of power
845
outages.
now.
Despite us having tornadoes, we've only had 845 customers actively without power. So that's pretty impressive for how many tornadoes that we've had today.
3,825 houses in McLean County. Another
Got my wife to subscribe to the channel.
1,306
W.
in
Thank you, Grandma,
Knox.
for becoming a member.
Where are all these power outages at?
People on that camera, by the way, have left. That's pretty crazy, though. We've never had that.
I want to know where the
on stream before. We've had a
21,000
couple
houses
people
are
say,
coming
like,
from,
"Oh,
because I
watch
only
Max
see
Velocity," or actually
1,300
watched
here
it on
and
stream, but
4,000
That's the
here.
first time just a random
There's- it's showing
stationary camera has had
21,000.
people watching. Where's your cat? No clue. Probably in the other room. Thank you, Fatality, for the 3 months. Thank you so much for the Gulf Coast update. Not gonna lie, I forgot to refresh and I was like 5 minutes behind.
Those winds did do
Yeah,
a
sometimes
number
people get
here in
behind
that
on stream,
squall
but I
line.
really
Basically
don't
took
know
out a
why. It
lot
just
of
happens
power out here in
occasionally.
Illinois.
As a reminder, make sure the time that is right there. Can't point. Right there.
Still
That
waiting for a
time
tornado
is
warning
within,
here.
like 15 seconds.
I don't
of
know
your
why
time,
we're not
because
getting
sometimes
one.
People get really behind. For
But
whatever
you guys
reason.
hear it from me if you're in Pipe or
That clock is there
Brothertown.
for a reason. That way you actually know what time it is for the stream, which again,
Got
there's
some
like a
very, very
slight
strong
delay, but it's
velocity
not much.
couplet
It's like
nearby.
5 seconds or something like that.
Don't know what exactly to call it because this sure as heck isn't a supercell. It's probably more like a downburst happening there. This is more like just a really strong
We have a
thunderstorm.
new
It's
severe
not a
thunderstorm warning, which
supercell.
is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning back over in northeastern New Mexico for Union and Colfax counties. That is for Des Moines and Folsom for golf ball sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds moving east-southeast.
That's a
What did
really
I just
strong
drink?
pocket of
It is
velocities there.
Snapple raspberry tea.
Very high probability we're having
two
like a
trains. We do
downburst
have
in
two
that area
trains.
somewhere.
They
Just
also
looking at the
Dee's
velocities
Biscuits
here in the
becoming a member.
NROT.
Welcome to the velocities. What a name. How do I become a member? It is the join button. There's also a link in the description. There's also
How you doing, Up in Smoke? The sun is currently going through a solar maximum, which is much
Actually,
hotter.
if you lose power at home, we have
Much
backup
hotter sun than
power
usual,
supplies,
so we'll
but,
experience
we're
much
not really
hotter
gonna last long
temperatures and
enough.
be
We're
a
gonna
lot
get
more
new ones
earthquakes
here
for the
soon that are
next
gonna last,
100
like,
years.
hours. The ones that we have now last for like 10 minutes.
Sun
But
affects
eventually, we will have
earthquakes.
backup supplies that basically last for hours, especially for hurricanes. Obviously, living
If
in
we actually
Florida,
knew it
you
was
can lose power
inside
for
the earth.
hurricanes, So.
I mean, we know
Thank you,
there's
Brianna, for the $5
water,
super chat.
we know there's
Here's
lava,
train
and we know there's
intercept.
rock inside the
Two
earth,
trains.
but makes you wonder, though. Makes you wonder. Got a pretty good velocity
Where's the
couplet over
Storm Chaser camera
Oshkosh
currently
now,
located?
too.
That's
The east
Vince.
side
He's
of
back over near
Oshkosh heading
Madison right
into
now.
the water. Got like a little bit of a
He's
hook
basically
there
outside
inside
of our
that
tornado
storm.
watch now.
St.
Keep
Joseph,
an eye on this storm near
Michigan has a
Frontertown,
pile of warnings
Wisconsin.
for
We
the
have
next
some
6
broad
hours.
rotation here. It looks kind of contaminated, but there is a little hook, a little inflow just southwest
You
of
got a
Chilton.
girlfriend in Chilton,
I'd say there's
Wisconsin.
a low
All
chance of
right.
a tornado going up towards Brillion and Chilton here in the next 20 minutes in eastern Wisconsin. So that's something that we need to keep an eye on, just southeast of Appleton. Thank you, Aiden, for becoming a member.
I'm pretty sure there's a downburst happening right there, but they're not tornado warning it for some reason.
Otherwise, the tornado risk across the board right now is pretty low, at least over here near Milwaukee. We're
Downburst
still
is a
keeping an eye on the
tornado.
storm
It's
zone in
just
case
one
anything
not
does
associated
change.
with a
I think it's
supercell.
mostly
And
gonna
we
be
got a
gusty winds,
very,
maybe some damage
very
winds.
strong
Low tornado
couplet of
risk will
rotation here
continue for the next
happening.
hour and a half, probably near Milwaukee.
Regardless, anybody in this area
If
is going to
anything
feel
pops
some
up,
really
we'll
strong
obviously
winds
let
here.
you know.
It's probably completely rain wrapped.
How's Green Bay looking? A lot of rain. I think the severe weather risk is pretty low for Milwaukee.
Still see
All
it
right, Riley
here.
has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, I actually
got a
have two
bright,
things to talk
bright-
about. So we're gonna give some
See
general
like 70,
tsunami
80
updates
here, and
before
then we
we
got our
talk about
green
the
here, which
severe
is
weather
about
threat
30,
that may
20
be
there.
sort of a sleeper threat
We've
here.
got like
in
a 100
northern
mile an hour
Michigan.
rotation in this
There's a lot
area.
of people, it seems like, who have sort of let their guards down because it has been downgraded from a warning to advisory. Local news outlets are pointing out that an advisory tsunami is still a tsunami, and it will do stuff in like areas where we have a lot of boats and marinas and people may be. These could come loose, and obviously if a boat comes loose, that could do damage. I know we've had some people asking, or I've seen some comments in chat saying, hey, I'm on a cruise in Alaska, what can I expect? Actually, the safest place to be during a tsunami is far, far away from shore. You don't actually see the effects from a tsunami unless you have that sort of tilt as it comes up to shore. It pushes the water up further. So tsunami, even a really, really large tsunami that's 50 miles out from inland, will only be a couple of inches tall. So if you are on the ocean, well away from shore, you do not need to worry about the effects of this tsunami at all. Now, on the severe weather side of things, I do want to mention that we may have a sneaky tornado threat here in parts of Michigan. It is very low, probably 1%. This is a less than 2% as depicted by the SPC, but there is a very,
Let's go
very
look at
small
Michigan
area
since
of
he's
a
talking
favorable
about it.
tornado environment, at least around these storms that we have west of Cadillac and Paradise Township. There's a very, very marginal couplet on these storms as well. It does not look like it's imminently going to produce a tornado. However, this is something that could try to spin up a weak landspout tornado perchance. So it's something to keep an eye on. Don't expect anything crazy. You're not going to see a tornado watch or a severe thunderstorm watch in this area associated with that tornado threat. But just know that something might try and happen. There may be a little sneaky spit up thing that happens in that area.
All right, thank you, Riley, for the update. Thank you, Steven, for the $10 super sticker. I got Cheese Curd, the cat.
Cheese curd.
Very shy right now.
You get cheese curd. She's so cute.
I think she just woke up from a nap, for the record.
Oh, you got
She's
rid
ready
of
for this.
cheese curd. I wanted to see her more.
You just wake up from a nap? I think she woke up from a nap. Who knew? What does that even mean?
So, John, you said you had 6. St. Joseph, Michigan has a pile of
for
warnings
curd?
for the next 6 hours. Let me pull up St. Joseph's for you.
We're gonna get a cat cam, by the way. We're working on it. We're gonna get a cat cam here soon. So that'll be something to look out for in the near future.
Take a look at your exact
Just now
area
laying
that
my
you're
lap, if you
concerned
just
of.
want to
Okay,
see.
so you're basically just on the other side of Chicago.
Oh yeah, we're working on a
So
cat
yeah,
cam.
John,
Coming
we
soon.
basically had like a wall
Coming
of
soon to a stream near
60,
you.
70 mile an hour winds that came through Chicago recently, and it's probably
They are
somewhere
saying
here in the
below
water
neck.
now,
Oh, yeah,
heading
that is
towards
true.
you.
Technically,
I mean, there's
I mean,
the
for
storm
record,
right here.
I don't actually go to the gym, but I'm going to be starting to go to the gym here
I
soon.
think Chicago's still probably going
If
to be
it's
our
something like
best
that.
radar, I think, for St.
Nothing to
John's.
do with weather, but
Hold on.
just throwing it out there.
There's
Especially with
St.
the weather
Joseph.
getting
Yeah,
at
you're
least-
right
I mean,
here.
it won't be quiet, but like, you know, typically this time of the year we only have like.
So
2 to
yeah,
3
you got
streams a
some
week,
big
if that,
nasty
so
winds coming.
There'll be more time to do other stuff.
But our best radar
Yourself and
site's
whatnot.
probably still going to be
How tall is Max?
Chicago. So let
8'7".
me go over there. Yeah, I can see these storms much better in Chicago. Looks like the worst of it's probably going to go
Just
south of
incoming.
you. I don't know if it's going northeast. Let's take a look.
It's terrible.
No, it looks like this is coming right towards St. Joseph.
South
So
Bend in Indiana. We had a 65-mile-per-hour wind gust over at Hobart,
you're
Indiana.
definitely
just a
going to
few
get some
minutes ago.
rain. You might get some pretty
Just south
nasty
of Benton
thunderstorms
Harbor.
there. But it's coming in your
Not a lot of
direction.
lightning with this line at this point, but winds are going to still stay pretty high. I think there's another camera coming up here soon, maybe.
Let me
There will
grab
be
our
over
threat
at
for the
Elkhart,
day,
there is going to be a
too.
live shot of this line of storms coming in here soon. We're going to put that bottom right of your screen in a moment.
Yeah, like our tornado threat's supposed to
that's
basically
Elkhart
end
bottom
in the
right of your
Great
screen.
Lakes here. You shouldn't have a
Coming up into
favorable
this line here
environment
pretty soon.
for
But yeah, we're still
any kind of
monitoring the
tornado in
threat.
St. John's, but you definitely
We
might still
obviously
get some
have a
strong
tornado
winds.
watch in place here for another 2 hours.
I
They
know
did
Riley
extend the
just talked
tornado
about it
watch.
too.
was
He
supposed
said
to
there's
end at
maybe like a
6, and now
1%
ends at
chance of
7.
tornadoes over here, but
And again, we're still keeping an eye on
let
the
me
storm
see
really near
what's going on
Chilton.
exactly
Still
here.
broadly rotating
I mean, we definitely have high
Coming into the
velocities here, right? You can
northeast.
see these brighter
east of
reds
Oshkosh.
here. I mean, the winds are really cranking in these areas. Like, you're probably seeing up to 70
We
mile an
actually might
hour
have another
winds right
storm
here
chaser
by
out there now.
just south
Got
of
Dayton
Grand
coming out.
Beach.
Might have another chaser here in a little bit.
I don't really see much of much.
Lewis
I mean,
with
there's a
final
little bit of
super chat.
rotation a little further south. Like down here by Guilford, we have a
It's
little
interesting,
inflow
Lewis. Thank you for
notch,
the
and we
super
got a little
chat.
bit
Thanks
of
for sharing.
rotation here. So I was trying to spin
So
something up
random.
right in here. It's like everything that's rotating goes really far south of Michigan. We don't have any rotation up here, but as you see further down south we go, we start to see some rotation here, like a little
Cleveland
bit of
tonight,
rotation here
isolated
coming
damaging
towards
winds the main concern.
Francisville.
He should have played basketball. I did play basketball at one point. How's the keyboard? I do have a new keyboard. It is fine.
I haven't seen a
The other
single
keyboard is
tornado
chunked,
warning
like
in
it's just not usable. So
Illinois yet today, even though
unfortunately,
they have a
the keyboard
5%.
that I spent almost $200 on, we spilt tea on it on our live stream a few days ago, and it's literally fried. So I do play golf though. Are there cameras in Alaska? There are,
We
but
still have
so
a
far, there
really
hasn't been
strong
anything,
velocity
like,
couplet
that-
here by
that stood out. Like,
Brothers
again,
and Pipe and
There's a
Shelton.
tsunami advisory in effect, but again, we have not really seen anything too crazy when it comes to rising water. We've had receding water, but that's really about it. It
We've
has
got
not
a
been that
strong
crazy,
velocity
so
couplet there.
It does not sound like this is going to be a
Pretty
major
much
tsunami
anybody in
Alaska.
between Brothertown and Shelton might be experiencing up to 100 mile an hour wind gusts here from a downburst.
Razor knows
Possibly.
the
Looks
Steel
like we have a
Series
bunch of
keyboard.
houses and farms out here.
You have a girlfriend or are you single? I am single.
Lots of farms out here.
What's your handicap in golf? I honestly don't know. The last time I played, I'm pretty sure it was like a 7 or something.
I don't know, man. They were tornado warning everything a while back. Now that
That's in
they
the
just
bad
like
direction, by the way.
here's another really strong
I don't.
velocity couplet and a hook
I'm
right here
pretty sure my average is
coming
like a
towards
90 or
Batavia and
something, is what I usually
Cascade.
play. I used to keep
Yeah,
track of my
another
handicap,
area
but I
strong
don't anymore.
rotation here.
Where'd you get your glasses
Same
from?
thing,
Couldn't tell you.
little velocity couplet by
Literally no clue.
Adele. We're just seeing it all over now. Lots of very uncomfortable winds out here inside these storms. I mean, this is a large storm.
3 trains in one video. I just changed the bottom left to a storm chaser.
What happened
so,
to Max? Hold on, let me
which
pull
is
Max
actually
back
New
up.
Appleton
He
right
was
now.
here. There he is.
Tornado threat still isn't quite done in Wisconsin. Again, there is some broad rotation. It's just really messy area of storms
Look at
right now
that
in
little
eastern
donut
Wisconsin.
hole right here. Those are the rarest type of spin ups you
Very
see
messy
right
area
there.
of storm still. Just
Well,
south
you
of
see our
Appleton and
velocity
Oshkosh,
couplet. It's
on the
basically
lock.
on the outside of
Back
this
over near
little
Milwaukee,
tiny
mostly
speck here.
gusty
I call
winds
them
right now,
donut
coming up on
holes.
Menomonee Falls,
It's
West
really
Bend,
odd when
Port
you see
Washington,
those.
and
So we
Belgium.
got like an area of rotation right around this little donut.
And back over near South Bend, we got a line of storms coming in right now with damaging winds around 60 miles per hour.
Same thing. Got a
We
good
just got
bit
the
of
new severe
rotation
thunderstorm warning
between
for the north side of Pittsburgh.
Limbula and Elkhart
It'll be
Lake.
for
We do not have
60
any
mile per hour
tornado
winds.
warnings right
Stay
here,
away
but we
from
do have a
windows
lot
during
of
this
strong
warning.
velocities. Oh, I wanted to take a 3D view of this storm here. Just because
Do you like
it's not a
trains?
big, I mean, it's a
I
huge
honestly
storm,
never
like
watched
surface
trains until
base
we had
size,
access to
right? But
using
it's
these
not,
train cameras, so
it's
to be
not
honest,
like
I'm not
a
like a big,
big
like, train
60,000
person, but
foot
they are
tall
cool to have.
supercell, right?
it's actually kind of cool watching trains, though. I'm not gonna lie. Your
I mean,
t-shirt size,
we reach up to about
large is
20,
kinda where I'm at
30,000
now,
feet
large
with the severe
XL, but
parts.
usually large.
But it's just,
The
it's
shirt
not
that
a
shrinks
huge
is probably
storm, but I
XL.
mean,
What's my favorite NFL
surface
team?
base wise, it's
Patriots.
really big.
Used to live in New Hampshire. Max, how much for your autograph? Bro, I'm not selling my autograph. We have done side merch in the past. We might bring some side merch back here in the near future. We'll see.
I don't get that in the
Like a
3D view.
side
That's
merch
where a
drop
really
or
strong
something at some
velocity
point.
couplet is over there.
Thank you, Grayson, for the $5
That's
super
outside
chat.
of our 3D view.
When you were talking about a cat cam, I was petting my cat, W. My cat is currently sitting on a box.
I mean, we even have a little hook right here. You see where we got
Mail
a
opening
strong
from fans. We haven't
couplet
had
and we
any
got a
fan mail
hook right in
recently.
here.
Was NATOcast on point today? I wanted to talk about NATOcast earlier, but we never had time. There was so much
I'm
stuff
surprised
happening.
they haven't
This was
popped out any more
NATOcast's, like,
tornado warnings on
forecast
these.
for today.
With all the
Which, to be
crazy
honest,
tornado warnings
I mean,
I've
they
seen
had a
earlier,
10%,
we haven't gotten another one in a
In my
while.
opinion, it really wasn't that far off from what happened. I mean, that's basically the area where almost all of our tornadoes happened. So there's a few other outlooks too that were posted that were like 5%. This is tomorrow's NATOcast. In case you're wondering, it's just a little 2% in Louisiana, which I agree with. I don't know why we don't have a threat down there yet, but low chance also back up into Canada, very far northern New England.
Kind of looks like the velocity couplet's kind of staying in the same spot.
Pretty interesting.
Looks like these storms
one
are kind
brief
of
for the final
passing
super
through
chat.
here, but
Did you hear
the
about earthquake in
rotation
Alaska?
looks like
We've
it's
been
trying to
talking about it.
stay in
Literally,
the same
tsunami
spot.
confirmed in Alaska or for Alaska is in my title.
Well,
So,
it's moving.
We've been talking about it. Yeah, there
Let me
was
slow
an
it down a
earthquake,
little bit.
7.3 magnitude, 55 miles south of
Animation
Sandpoint, Alaska.
settings.
There's still tsunami advisories in effect, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be that significant. Max is an old man. This is all filters. That is cap. Will you have shirts with? When will you have shirts
Watching
with
this
cheese curd on it?
rotation
We
form
need to
here
work on
near
that. I keep
Pipe and
forgetting to do cheese
Brothertown
curd
and
merch.
watch it
That's
good.
been a high demand thing for quite some time. We're gonna hopefully
Towards
cook something here soon.
Chilton. It's slowly moving north, it seems. Yep, it's still rotating and still going that way. This does look like it's going
Hey, Tiffany, for
directly
the
on
super
top
chat.
of Chilton.
You recognize in public, like
It's
OMG,
kinda moving
Max.
north,
I've
kinda
gotten
moving
recognized, I think,
northeast
probably
here.
about 24 times now. I don't really keep count, but like probably about 24 times I've been recognized. I got recognized at Buc-ee's at least 3 times. Thank you, Becca, for the super chat, and also news to your thunderstorm warning in eastern Wisconsin.
In another area by
Plymouth
Boards
west of
rotating pretty
Sheboygan. That is
good.
for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Not seeing any rotation right now on that. Still a lot of spin up here near
I
Appleton
still
and
can't believe we
Oshkosh,
haven't
and
gotten
also
a tornado
flash
warning
flooding
from
is
this
continuing
yet.
to ramp up. There's a report over Neenah, Wisconsin,
I just like
that there's
all
reports
the
of
tornado
street
warnings
and
they
road
threw
flooding,
out like an
possibly,
hour ago were for the
vehicles
most
stranded
ridiculous
back over to
things.
the
And
west
this is
of
an
Neenah.
area where we actually have a
There's
very
radar
strong
indicated flash
velocity
flooding there,
couplet, and
and
it's
then if
just
we go over
not
to the
getting warned.
storm total precip so far.
I'm just
We've got a
surprised.
pretty
I
decent amount of rain
understand
here just
weather,
south of
national
Appleton,
weather
upwards of 4 to
sometimes.
5 inches of rain just to the
Oh,
west
she's
of
got
Shelton.
horses?
And then our highest area of rain around 5 to 6 inches of rainfall back over near 21.
I think a
just
horse
to
should
the,
be fine. I think a horse can handle 100 mile an hour
Harrisville
winds,
near
no problem.
Wautoma, and as well as Wild Rose.
Hopefully
But
there's no
unfortunately,
debris
it is
though
still
that can hurt
raining.
the
It's at least
horses.
a light now,
Hopefully
but
she
still
doesn't
raining
see
there.
anything. But
It's a
maybe
considerable threat for flash flooding
the
still there near
velocities might
Wautoma.
stay in the upper levels as it passes through Chilton. Like, I mean, we're seeing this at the upper levels, right? I'm going to see the elevation this is at. So, yeah, the rotation's at
Max, you're gonna be live again this
5,600
weekend
feet.
or week?
So it
No
doesn't
clue.
necessarily mean it's that strong on the ground, but it's definitely rotating well at 5,600 feet of the storm.
I actually don't really see any other stream days after today. I've like looked at models and stuff like that and all that good stuff. Obviously,
Oh,
we had a
Max is
forecast
saying
today,
this is
kinda
going to be the
talking about
last
stuff
day
too,
we
but,
stream
like,
for a while. I'm going to miss you
this
guys.
is the CSU experimental.
VA, how you doing,
Denona?
Denona? Let me check out Virginia for you.
And today is obviously Wednesday. Yeah, confirm. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So today's Wednesday.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd be
Tomorrow
streaming
does not look
anymore
like a stream
until
day,
around
especially
Christmas
since I don't
time.
think we're getting a tropical storm. Friday.
It's generally tornado
doesn't
season's
really look like
April,
much of a
May,
day.
right?
Maybe
In some of
Saturday.
June.
in the Ohio
And then
Valley.
down around Christmas
Sunday
time,
kinda looks
in the middle of
eh.
winter, December,
Monday,
January,
Tuesday,
we
I think, are
usually
the
see
next
some
chances. Monday,
tornate
Tuesday, Wednesday of
activity
next
in this
week.
area
We're
here
gonna start to have
around
lines of thunderstorms
December,
in the Midwest,
January
like multiple
sometimes,
rounds
but,
of lines that come through the
it's been
Midwest,
going
and that
nonstop
should help
this year.
to increase our threat of severe weather. It's very typical for this time of the year to start to see mesoscale convective systems, and even in some cases derechos. So
We got some
you know,
rain
that's
out here.
something
I
that
don't know
we're definitely gonna be
exactly
keeping an
where
eye
your
on here in the
part is,
last
so let
week
me
of
pull
July.
up your city.
But MCS season is upon us here.
You were asking
Hey, Ryan, from Super
about.
Chat. Will
I
Riley
don't know
be the
how to
best
say
man
that city
at
name.
your future
Falquire.
wedding that will happen, bro. The wedding, like I haven't even gotten a girlfriend yet. We need to get to step one.
Falquire,
Step one's
VA.
actually going on a date, and that has not happened yet either. Thank you, Lisa, for the super chat. How's the
Well, that
weather
is
up there?
really
Because it's
pretty out there.
8:07.
Holy
Thank you,
smokes, that's a
Your
beautiful
ring blows their
picture.
minds. Not wrong. I have my diploma. I still don't know where my diploma is. It's
Oh,
somewhere,
so
but
you're next to Washington
I'm pretty sure
D.C.
it's just
pretty
buried under some
much.
stuff in my room at this point. Yes, I am an actual meteorologist, by the way. Like, I have a bachelor's in meteorology, in case you guys didn't already know that.
I mean, we got some big, heavy storms coming out there. We don't really have a tornado threat in your area though today. Just looks like heavy thunderstorms. I mean, they're definitely heavy. Like this is a big red thunderstorm right here. Probably going to be
What's for
pretty
dinner? No clue. but
pretty
I am
nasty
starving.
thunder for a while. Lots of rain.
Might get some Domino's
But
pizza.
as for
Might be the move.
oh yeah, here I type it in chat here.
No clue, though.
Discord
Haven't really thought about that yet.
Nightbot will do it. Let me show you the tornado threat for today. So today we just have a 5% chance of tornadoes here in southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, and a 2% in the green. Then we got another 2% out here in Wyoming and Colorado, but we don't have any kind of tornado threat for Virginia today. But let me pull up our thunderstorms.
Daytona Beach, Florida.
See if you're supposed to see any hail or anything like that today. So this is our categorical. Yeah, so you're in the kind of like the heavier area today. So like a little bit stronger of thunderstorms, right?
Garlic green olive cheeseburger.
And no hail for you. The hail, all the hail we're expecting to see is out Midwest
Hey, YouTube
here.
for the super chat. What's your outlook perspective for
And
Milwaukee
then
County?
wind,
Should be
wind.
mostly gusty winds.
Okay, wind.
To be honest, the tornado threat again very low
Okay,
right
so
now. near
yeah, you might
Milwaukee,
see
but it's
some.
not
You
zero.
definitely might see
Very
some
low
winds out
chance.
there in Virginia, where you're at, near Washington D.C. You guys definitely have you're at a 5% risk for the winds. So the storms might carry some winds. You might see up to like 50, 60 mile an hour gusts and winds out there in
just said
Virginia.
something different about the best thing at Domino's. Apparently the lava cakes are pretty good though. I wasn't talking about pizza, by the way. I was talking about
we got
anything
another
other than
little
pizza.
strong
I already got my
velocity
pizza figured
couplet
out.
right here.
Hey, Christopher for the super chat.
We
no
might be
Domino's
having
unless you're
another,
a meteorologist. I'm a real meteorologist.
Might be having another little downburst here by Batavia. I can't really see it. Can't really see it on the velocities, but Enrot's picking up something. We might be having a little downburst here by Batavia. Keep in mind though, like yeah, any tornado we see today is most likely going to be very weak, right? But
I was already thinking about doing it. Got new damage report back over in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That trees
definitely
are
don't
down
want to
and
get hit
uprooted,
by
and
one though.
garbage bins are
Regardless, I
blowing
mean,
75
I
yards.
think probably the
East
strongest we'll
side's
see is
tail
like
estimated
100,
winds around
110
60
mile an
miles
hour
per
winds
hour.
out of a tornado if anything like that happens today. Just the size of these storms and what we were
There is
seeing.
a little
We
tool
actually
that
have a
use
new
to
severe
describe
warning for this area here. So they're
trash
saying
cans
60 mile an hour wind gusts
and
here.
garbage bins in general going flying.
At 5:10 p.m., a severe
our
thunderstorm was
trash
located
can
over
meter.
Plymouth, moving north. And I'm like, duh, this whole area is a
The
thunderstorm.
trash can wind meter today is
I mean, look at
at
this.
least at
We got like
neighbor's yard
thunderstorms
levels, maybe
all
a
the
little bit
way,
higher than
all
that.
the way across the state here.
These are
But
neighbor's yard level, so we're at least
yeah,
at a neighbor's yard level.
we just have a
here
little
with
strong
our
velocity
trash can
couplet
meter.
here by Batavia, but probably most likely another downburst happening here. Downburst is just like a weak tornado that's
Trampoline
not
meter at this point
associated
today
with
is at a
a
low risk.
supercell.
Could
Which
still see
we
some
don't have
flying
any
trampoline.
supercells going right now. These are just like
Wind shouldn't
regular
be too significant.
thunderstorms.
Again, most of the winds today have been between 60 to 70 miles per hour.
Kind of see these
How's
storms,
your
what they
hair?
look like.
Apparently doing good. I don't know. My hair's been weird the last
They're
2 days.
maintaining their size
like
though.
a
Some
lot.
of them look like they're getting bigger. I mean, this one's working its way up to 40,000 feet in the
I really
severe
don't know
part
why.
here.
Usually it's like way down. It's usually down. Today it's just been up like recently. We do have an update
Here
for
at
our
Secret
severe
James
warning
in
back over near
Thornville,
Pittsburgh,
Ohio. It's
Pennsylvania.
pretty
We have
horrible.
the
Can you
ping
see how it
pong
looks for the
ball-sized
next
hail
3
falling here
days?
back
We
over
were
near
hoping it
McCandless,
doesn't get
Ross Township,
canceled.
Oakmont,
Whoa.
Bakerstown, going towards Lower Burn.
Where is Thornville, Ohio? I'm in
Get ready for
Cincinnati.
60-mile-per-hour winds and ping pong ball-sized hail as this storm continues to track to the southeast here over the next.
There is a lot of rain happening, and yeah, it looks like that downburst, whatever it was, already quit there. I mean, we still got a decent size velocity couplet here by Cascade, but I think the downburst lifted if there was one.
You have a severe warning right along.
Let me check Ohio for you.
25 right now near Fountain and Fort Carson. That is for 2-inch sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds. I believe we actually have cameras on this. Let me check. Yeah, we do have a couple cameras inside.
As you can see, there's lots of rain in Ohio right now. It rained all morning here.
Big storm just went up though, just south of Colorado Springs.
I need to find out where the I live in Ohio and I don't know where Thornville is.
A
so
live
hold on.
shot inside.
That's pretty cool. You guys are having a music festival.
We could see 2-inch sized hail here shortly, falling inside of this warning. It's also another live shot back over on I-25, mile marker 125.
Upside is we shouldn't see any more tornadic activity for the next 3 days, at least from what I hear from max velocity. This should be our last tornadic weather day for a while.
We're going to be going into Fountain here over the next few minutes. The biggest hail core is just
you're
west
east
of
of Columbus.
I-25, but if it gets over I-25, we'll have a view of it there on the bottom middle of your screen.
Looks like you got a bunch of rain coming towards you right now.
East of Kansas City.
It's probably going to rain
lightning, gusty
here
winds,
soon for the next hour or so.
We also got strong storms starting to go up.
Let's
back
pull
over
up
near
our
Dodge
SPC
City,
outlook.
Kansas, just to the west of Great Bend. May see a very low tornado risk if a storm can latch to a boundary, but otherwise it'll just be mostly wind and hail there. The St. Louis storms.
All right, for just for rain today, obviously you see the storms coming now. So
some wind damage reports back over to the north of St. Louis, including.
But generally, our category where we're supposed to see thunderstorms, like pretty much anywhere in Ohio, you can possibly see thunderstorms. Basically, heavier thunderstorms, right? And you can see some coming towards you right now. Then day 2, which is tomorrow.
Jerseyville, Illinois, radio
looks like the heavier rain is going to be slightly south of you, but still a possible chance of rain
There's
tomorrow.
also a wind gust of 52 miles per hour.
And day 3
at an airport back over in
looks like
Farms,
day 3
Missouri.
you're probably
So
going to be out of
most
it.
of
You
the storms
shouldn't
out
see
of
any
St. Louis
rain
are
on
just the
day
strong side of
3.
things, really nothing severe there. Also, all of the storms right now are just strong.
Now I can't
off to the
pinpoint
west
where
of
the exact
Indianapolis.
storms are going to be, but
Likely a
basically
large
anybody in the
shell
light
fire
green
getting
area
any
has a
photos or
chance
videos
for
of that.
rain
You can ask
showers,
on
right?
Twitter at Max
So
Velocity
pretty much looks like
WX.
no rain on
So we're
day
moving
3.
towards Logansport, Indianapolis, and eventually going
Small
towards
chance for rain
Bloomington.
tomorrow, but
Still have a severe thunderstorm warning for South Bend, Indiana. That is for 60-mile-per-hour
small
winds
chance
just
for
south of
light
Benton
rain.
Harbor. The tornado threat remains on
But
the low
looks
side
like
of
day
things,
3
but
there
not
won't be any
zero.
rain, hopefully, for you
And
guys.
then back over in Wisconsin, large mesoscale convective vortex is continuing.
And anybody
continuing
just
to spin,
popping in, this is
with
all they
mainly a
updated
wind
our
threat and a
SPC
flooding
outlook.
threat,
So it
but
looks
there's still a
like
chance
our
of an
tornado
isolated
threat
tornado
has
or two out of
been
these storms over the next hour or so.
reduced.
We got about
So
an
basically
hour
just
and a
the
half
east
left of this
side of
tornado
southern
threat, then pretty much
Wisconsin, a
done.
very small part of North Illinois is now in our tornado threat. So our day's pretty much over
Tyler,
with, I
continue
think.
our
I
search
mean,
ads
what's
and
left
footage
of the
of the
storms is
Hustis
going to be
4
passed.
tornado
Once
this
we get out to the
morning. Keep up the great
lakes,
work.
we're
Continue to send
probably
it on
not going to
Twitter. We'll
see
definitely look at it.
pretty much any more of a tornado threat once these storms pass. And then we got this small patch out here in Colorado and Wyoming, which we haven't had a single tornado warning out there.
We'll look here in a few minutes.
We haven't had a single tornado warning out in Colorado.
How close to an alligator have you been? That's such a random question. I literally don't know. Probably 3 feet.
I hope you guys enjoyed that music festival. That sounds like fun. When we have tons of velocity couplets in this whole area, that still remains in the 5%,
But I really
right?
like the Hawaiian pizzas at Domino's.
Basically, the 5% is
Pineapple
just
on
in
pizza
this
is
area
just
now.
terrible.
Actually, it
I
reaches all the way
watched a
down
YouTube
into
short
this
this
part
morning
of
somebody
Illinois,
eating
too, but
a
there's really no
banana pizza.
storms down here.
That's terrible.
But this is basically our NROTs, our normalized rotations. We're seeing lots of velocities in these storms still. And what area we still have left for these tornado threat.
We still have tsunami advisories in effect.
Pretty much anywhere, like inside these little areas where we see green and red together, we could possibly see up
we
to 100
still
mile
have,
an hour
as of right now,
gust
this
of wind,
is the
basically. Look over New
update on our
Holstein,
tsunami
we
situation
might see a big blast
back
of wind
over in
there.
Alaska. Or at least for the time being, we still have advisories in effect.
I think our
So
chances
tsunami
for
advisories
tornadoes
are
are
still in
very
effect,
low at
no
this
longer
point.
tsunami
Most likely,
warning.
would just see like a downburst, a non-supercell related version of a tornado.
But again, not as significant of a
I don't
tsunami
think
as what
we
it could
have
have been.
any
Seems like
more
it's on the lower
supercells
spectrum of
left.
actually being significant.
They pretty much just all merged together in a big mess of
And it
storms.
sounds like the
looks
water only receded a little bit. And it sounds like it's only going to go up to about
Oh, you held a
foot,
baby
so
gator before?
Nothing major.
I thought the winds were blowing really hot, really fast in this cam, but he was just driving fast.
What I have to use for weather, I use Radar Omega. There's a download link at the very bottom of the description.
Oh, Max Velocity still uses Radar Omega. That one's like $9 for a
Favorite memory
phone.
from university? I have no clue.
I just like
I don't really
WeatherWise
think about
more
that
than
'cause I
Radar
actually don't know
Omega.
off the top of my head.
I mean, favorite one's the one I use, which is
Just a photo
GR2
sent in from
Analyst.
Valerie
But
Davis
they
over in
want
West
$250
Jefferson,
for it now.
Ohio, of a double rainbow on Route 29. You can faintly see the other rainbow right here.
Oh, that's where my aunt lived.
And that right there is
Good
the
old
main
West
rainbow.
Jefferson, Ohio.
Did I go online or in person? It was all in person. I got recognized a few times.
How you
senior
doing,
year of
Ball Want?
college.
Welcome to the stream. How you doing, Ishan?
Very interesting. Got recognized, I think, 4 or 5 different times. I don't think I ever got recognized the first like 3 years. Hey, Stooks for the super chat. At a music festival in Thornville, Ohio right now. Trying to see how the weather will be for the next 3 days for us. 30K people are coming to watch this. Thoughts? There'll be basically pop-up storms every single day for the next 3 days. I think tomorrow is the best chance of pop-up storms. Today is kind of also the best chance. I think it'll be a little bit quieter though on Saturday and Sunday. Or at least, sorry, Friday and Saturday. So today, tomorrow, the best chances of storms.
So today might actually be the actual end of tornado season, possibly.
Lemon juice on pizza is amazing. That does not.
Max was saying there's nothing coming for a while.
Got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Maryland and Virginia, just northwest of Washington, D.C. For Charlestown. That'll be for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. That's going to be going.
I'm going to go back out to
Linger Creek,
Colorado,
Urbana,
actually, see if
Germantown,
there's
just
anything
southwest
because
of
we do
Frederick.
have a 2% chance for tornadoes out here in
Really severe
Colorado.
thunderstorm warning. Stay away from windows and be on the lowest floor possible.
Got a little bit of rotation out here by Rockville. Rockvale, Westcliff area.
Currently tracking to the east-southeast.
A little bit of rotation by Fountain, Colorado. And there's Colorado Springs. I have friends here in Colorado Springs. Get a little bit of rotation here by Calhoun too in Ramah. Nothing too. Let's see how big these
As a reminder, if
storms
you are
are.
new to the
Actually,
channel,
I'm
make sure to
curious how
subscribe
big they
down
are.
below. Like the stream as well. Helps get out more people that are in the path of severe weather.
Let's just take a good look at one of these storms here.
We got another person.
So that's a
at
really,
this-
really interesting
at this
looking right here.
camera.
This little, got a tiny
I don't know
little
if they- I
hook
don't know if they're
here.
watching too. We had
Little
a
pocket
couple,
of rotation
our
here
little
by
family
Calhoun.
that came by earlier that was waving at the camera. We got another person out here though.
See how big these storms are out here in. Oh yeah, they
Don't
got
think
some
know
size
us,
to
but,
them.
You know, they're out there.
Yeah, see this looks more like a supercell over here. You see this big shape here. These are some bigger storms out here in Colorado. I'm going to take a closer look at that one out there.
Back over in Rochelle.
That's a pretty
Illinois, which is
beefy
also getting
storm
much
right
nicer.
here.
Just partly cloudy skies now in Rochelle.
Heading towards Calhoun and Simla. There you go. There's a supercell for you right here. What a hook on this
Texas
thing too.
Importment, caramel or mint chocolate chip. Probably mint chocolate chip.
It's basically
Caramel's
half
good
of
if
a
it's, like,
supercell.
salted caramel.
Basically,
has,
it's
like,
got to
a
grow
different
out to here
flavor,
much
like other
more,
stuff
but I
in
mean,
it,
this is the
I
shape
like
of
it
a
with more than just
supercell.
one thing.
It's got the big old booty right here, and then there's where
A lot of
if it
flooding in
would
the
drop a
Pittsburgh
tornado,
area.
it'd
Yeah,
be
we've
right
been
in
getting a lot
there.
of flash flood reports just north of Pittsburgh.
Which our rotation is in a very little small area here.
This is
It's
a
really
look
sloppy.
at-
Not much of a threat for a tornado in it right now,
Let's
but
go over to this. This is a look at infrared
you can see this
imagery. I'm gonna
one
look at satellite too
possibly
here in a second.
producing
This is
one
a
here.
look at infrared imagery back over here in the Midwest for our mesoscale convective
Probably get some pretty
vortex.
crazy winds here too, where you see the reds and greens are here
on
lining
the
up
one wave
together.
IR.
You probably see some pretty strong winds down there in that region area there.
Huge line of storms. Look how
Is this
cold
even-
the cloud
okay,
tops
this is
are here
severe
back over
warn.
in Illinois. Like these storms exploded really fast.
They're saying, yeah, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail.
This is also the visible satellite imagery. You can see the twirl here though. Look at the spin right there. It's all the spin right around our little mesoscale convective vortex. Huge complex of storms. Got a boundary right here that all the storms are going up on as well. All right, there's a little boundary. Storms initiating right off the boundary. Convective initiation. Obviously the most common here in the Midwest, but we've had a few storms also near Chicago, or not Chicago, near Kansas City that have also gone up as well. Was that girl doing the gritty? Wait, was she? There's no way, right? Oh my goodness, there's no
Max
way.
is the ultimate Gen Z streamer. I tell you what.
No. They were watching the stream too. Like, what is going on? Why is this the
This
second?
girl's doing a
different
gritty. She's dancing in front of the
person that
camera. She's out there dancing
What is
for a
going on in
stream.
this camera?
Oh man.
This is now the second person that has been on our stream. That's like knowing that this camera's on.
They're literally watching Max's stream and they're
Even
going
that
out there
too,
and
like,
dancing
what
in
is
front
going
of
on?
the camera. I love it.
The second time today.
That is awesome.
My goodness. We're
We've
cut
really
out
got a
on the
good view of
camera,
these
apparently.
storms out here in Colorado. This is really close to radar site, so we're seeing this at 500 feet.
We do have a new
You see an
severe
area
thunderstorm
where it's
warning in
rotating pretty good
Indiana.
here,
This is gonna be back
500
over near
feet.
Royal Center
Really
in
neat view.
Francisville. That is for 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds moving to the east. Bolton and Rochester are in the path of that.
It's so close to radar site, you see it's like cutting off the top half of the storm. Because our radar is like right here. And it's basically shooting out the radar out this way, right? So it's cutting off those areas of the storm. But,
We no longer have a tsunami warning in Alaska. No longer a tsunami warning. Just a tsunami advisory right now. Got a new damage report out of Wooddale, Illinois. 6-inch tree diameter branches are down. Got a few reports of that there, just west of Chicago. Power lines down again in Bolingbrook. Power lines down also in
yeah, we have
Plainfield,
yet
Illinois.
to see a tornado warning
some
in
isolated power
Illinois
outages over
or
there.
Colorado
It does
today.
appear as if this tornado risk again is pretty low as of right now.
Got like a
Latest
rotating
scan,
rain
actually,
shower out here in the
actually
middle
have
of
a
the
little bit
desert in
rotation just west
Colorado.
of Sheboygan. At least some higher winds on this latest scan. There might be some broad rotation developing though, just off to the west of Sheboygan. So we need to keep an eye on this. This is moving off to the
Oh
north.
wow, look at this
northeast, going
big
towards
old
Howard
monster
Grove.
hail core right here by Fountain.
I'm gonna see if we have any cameras here. Thank you, Kelly, for becoming a member. Welcome
That's
to the
one
Velocity.
beast of a storm right here in Fountain, Colorado. I got a big boy out here. That is a big storm for how small it is. Very,
All
very
right, couple
large
of
storm.
cameras near this
A
storm.
very
on
large,
the
a
screen
small
here.
storm. Things going all the way up to 50,000
two.
feet with probably golf ball size hail or
So
bigger
live shot
inside
back
that
over
core
near
here.
this severe thunderstorm warning.
See what our
No
threat
shame
has
as of
on
right
it.
now, but this is an area that is in the path of a potential damaging wind-producing storm, maybe even an isolated tornado risk here just outside
2-inch
Sheboygan.
size hail, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That is a nasty storm. I tell you what. Passing through Fountain, Colorado right now. Holy smokes. You got a pretty strong
Those
area of
cameras will be
rotation
bottom,
too
middle,
here
bottom
by
left of your screen,
Rockvale
bottom,
and
middle,
Rosita. We
bottom
haven't
right of
gotten
your
a
screen.
single tornado warning out here either, which is crazy.
Does this become a
Same
derecho?
thing,
It is not.
60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail on that one. You very possibly see a tornado out of this thing with how tight that velocity couplet is there. We might actually get a tornado warning in Colorado here soon.
Apparently, the person that was
Can't
on that
tell if
camera
this is a
agreed again at
rotation
some
or the
point,
hail,
not
like right here,
the
because
last
you
minute
see
or two, but
this.
apparently there's another clip.
This
so I guess
area
we'll have
here is
that in a
basically
second.
right inside the hail core, so the radar's
I send you
probably
a clip
just
on
seeing
Twitter?
the
At me
hail
on
fall
Twitter.
to the ground at 60
Best way
miles
to
an
do it,
hour,
just
right?
mention at Max Velocity WX and then post whatever it is, and then like
Let's go back up to Wisconsin.
location, those sorts of things, and details, time, and when it happened. It's the best way to do it. If you message me, there's a good chance I won't be able to see it on stream. So
Looks like what's
thing to do
left
is
of
just
these
definitely
nasty
just at me.
storms are heading out to the Great Lakes.
let me rev on for the super chat. I'll have another radar scan on this storm in just a
Steubenville,
moment, but again,
Ohio.
maybe some broad rotation developing
One
just west of
second here.
Sheboygan.
I know we had a friend that had a
Going
friend
for
in
60
Chilton
mile per
there.
hour
It's
damaging winds. The velocities
nasty
on
part of this
radar
storm's
measure
just
at
about
around
to come
60
into
to
Chilton.
65 miles per hour, going up towards Highway 28.
Steubenville, Ohio. Let me look that
southeast
up
of
for you.
Plymouth right now.
I'm from Ohio
Another
too, man.
video
Got a
from
lot
that
of
same
fellow
camera.
and Ohioans today. Steuben. I've been to Steubenville before. I just forget where it's at. Or I've seen it
Bro,
before.
I don't understand why people. I don't know. I can't believe two different people have now seen this camera and like. Been
Oh,
like,
you're right all the way
Max
over by
loves it, he has it on it.
Pennsylvania.
I should go do something in front of it. I don't even know how you get to that camera either. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you got a lot of rain
Hey,
coming
man, for
towards you,
becoming a member,
buddy.
welcome to the
You got
Velocities.
lots of heavy rain and thunderstorms coming in your area.
And also, Dwight for becoming a member.
You don't have a tornado threat in Steubenville, but you got a lot of heavy rain and thunderstorms coming through. It's probably going to rain there for the next couple hours once it starts.
We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Wisconsin that does have a tornado possible label on it. It's gonna be for Ozaki.
Yeah, these are
and
moving
Washington
kind of
counties
northeast
in
too, so it
Wisconsin.
looks like
Pop
you're
up here in
gonna.
a moment.
You're probably not going to get hit by the heaviest stuff down in here, but
Green Bay, Wisconsin outlook mainly just
looks
heavy
like you're
rain.
definitely
There
gonna
is
see
a
a
low
lot of
chance
rain.
of an isolated spin up tornado down to your south, but I think the tornado risk for Green Bay is pretty low. That new severe thunderstorm warning is for Saukville.
our tornado risk got
also
reduced
Belgium.
here. They basically
There's a tornado possible label on this. We have a little bit of broad rotation.
still have
just east
5%
of
chance
West
here
Bend.
in southern Wisconsin, northern
Going towards
Illinois,
Belgium and
but they made the
I-43
area
here over the
much
next 2
smaller.
minutes.
So this is
So
where
again,
we're
stay away
watching
from
for
windows due to
tornadoes.
severe thunderstorm warning. There's a chance of a tornado as well as
5%
in the
chance in the
east.
red there, 2% in the green, and we got another little 2% over here in Colorado and Wyoming. Buffalo,
Honestly, still
New
wouldn't be
York.
surprised if they added a tornado possible label to the storm west of Sheboygan. There is some broad rotation on this. There's a little mezzo, at least in the mid-level. So this might be trying to gear up for another tornado potential here, moving up towards Howard's Grove.
You got rain
So
coming
keep
for
an eye on
sure.
this. Bottom, middle, bottom right cameras are inside of this severe thunderstorm warning.
I don't think it's going to rain as long in Buffalo, but it looks like you're definitely going to get some rain here in the next hour or so. It's coming your direction.
Do we have shame? Don't think so. Not yet. How many tornadoes were there today? I think about 6. Probably about 6.
Yeah, it might be an hour or so before it gets there, maybe. It's hard to say. I don't know how fast
The wind
these
in
storms are
Nebraska was
moving.
wild last night. We
They're
actually
not
had pretty
moving
high
quick.
winds
It'll be an
back
hour,
over
hour or
in,
two tops.
Omaha
But
last
yeah, you
night.
got
There
some
were
heavy
reports of 70
storms
miles
coming
per
there.
hour.
And, you know, these storms are probably going to be a little stronger, too, because they're picking up all the extra humidity from the ocean. So you might be getting hit by some stronger thunderstorms in Buffalo. Still no tornado
Sorry
threat,
if it's
though.
covered. Update on the potential tropical storm in the
Just
Gulf.
heavy
No really big
thunderstorms.
updates. There's been so much clickbait around this tropical system. It's unbelievable. I've literally seen like people talking about how this is gonna be like a major hurricane and stuff. I don't understand where the heck that even came from.
Yeah, they're saying
But
this is going
thing
to be
has like literally almost no time over water. It's gonna
Yeah.
become nothing more than probably just a low-end tropical storm. We obviously
Well,
mentioned a couple
Max is
days ago
saying,
it had a
right? Like-
potential of becoming a hurricane, but that has obviously changed because of the
This
fact
thing's
that this
literally making
center of
landfall
Invest
right
93
now, and
L
has
went
a
so
30
far to
mile
the
an hour
north.
rotation. There's no
If it
way
was
this
down
thing's
here,
going to
there
get any
was
stronger.
definitely a chance
It's
of a
literally
hurricane, but
losing
nothing,
any
definitely not a major
potential
hurricane.
of getting stronger as it hits
Yeah,
Panama
nothing
City
more than a
because it's not
tropical
going to be in
storm
the ocean
expected.
anymore.
And even then, even if it doesn't develop, I think the biggest concern really is flooding along the Gulf
I mean, it
Coast.
probably
So,
has another couple hours that can get stronger, then it's just going to get weaker from there.
maybe tornadoes in Appleton, Wisconsin.
I mean, and only the
I'd say it's a
backside's
pretty
going to
low
be able to
chance.
get
It's gonna be
stronger
mostly
as it
wind.
moves in.
They have issued a
That's
new
it.
severe thunderstorm warning for Sheboygan and also south of Meme or Meme over in Wisconsin. That's for
No,
60
it was down
mile per
there in
hour winds,
Florida.
and there's a tornado possible label on
It was
that.
like Max was
So
just
again,
talking about how
broad
much
rotation right now,
clickbait
just
there
to
is
the
on
west
it.
of Sheboygan. We are keeping a very close
It's
eye on this. There is
it's
definitely
making
a mesocyclone
it's just a tropical depression, and it's making landfall in Panama City in
stronger
Florida.
winds at least going in the direction of the radar site here.
It's
So
not.
going
It's
to
not
the
even
north.
a tropical storm.
Definitely got a decent inflow going to the storm. Your
It's so far
I-43.
away from being a hurricane.
We still have a tornado possible label near Saukville going towards Belgium. A little bit of broad rotation on that storm as well.
These are basically
keeping
our
an eye on
biggest
that.
threats right now here. Just what's left of these storms before they get to the
Another
lake and
report
what's
back
going on
over-
down
I
in
think I already relayed
Colorado.
this, but apparently, yeah, I did relay that. Never mind. We have a new report over at Oshkosh, though, that there is flooding, at least some street flooding on Wagyu Avenue in the city of
Got a little-
Oshkosh.
little,
also, there is more
Little
flooding
velocity
being reported
couplet
back
down
over
here
on
by
the southwest side
Sussex.
of
There might be a
Appleton. And
downburst
we also
happening
just got
here,
a new severe
possibly.
thunderstorm warning just off to the east and northeast of Pittsburgh. That is for 60
Tiny
mile
little
per hour
area
damaging
here. We got
winds
a
and
pretty good
half-dollar
sized velocity
hail. That is for
couplet here
Butler,
near
Allegheny,
Sussex.
Armstrong, and Westmoreland counties.
Take a look at this little storm here.
This one was producing up to ping pong ball size hail just a few minutes ago.
That's cute. Yeah, what's inside this might be a little downburst happening right in here.
All right, Riley has an
Inside,
update. Go
so
ahead,
6.
Riley.
Hey Max, so we just got an update from the Storm Prediction Center of all of our storm reports for the day. So we have had 5 tornadoes officially reported in Wisconsin. I think
5
it's been a little bit
tornadoes.
more than that, but that brings our total tornado counter today up to 6. We did have a EFU tornado earlier in Indiana. We've had 31 wind reports and 0 hail reports. The 0 hail reports is actually, I think, the most surprising thing to me today. So
All the
far,
hail's
is
out in
we've had
Colorado.
no hail get reported. But only 37 total reports after you look at the filtered reports. That
There's
means we had
definitely hail out in
37 different
Colorado right
storm
now, but
events
they haven't
happen
reported
today.
it.
There are going to be more that get added over the next couple of hours. If we do get one more tornado added in Wisconsin, that would mean we are technically at a tornado outbreak for the day. In Wisconsin, we are above the 6 tornadoes that are required for a tornado outbreak. However, that one in Indiana doesn't really count as being associated with the same event because it's part of a different system. But that's what's basically happened today so far. It's been a relatively quiet day outside of what's been going on in Wisconsin. So not much to relay on overall reports outside of the Midwest.
All right, thank you, Riley, for the update.
They
This
count
is
all
a
the
live shot
downbursts. There's
from
definitely been more than 6 tornadoes.
From Sheboygan right now. A couple different live shots. The wind is definitely starting to pick up. Trying to get the right camera on here. So the wind is beginning to pick up a little bit here. And some gusty winds. There is again a
Definitely
tornado
some
possible
strong
label on
winds
this
pulling
storm. There
into
has been some
Cedar
broad
Grove here.
rotation right
Got a
over
good
Sheboygan
velocity.
Falls.
And Sheboygan Falls.
Crossing
Big
over
winds in
I-43 here
Sheboygan
over the next
Falls.
few minutes, moving to the northeast. The winds are gusting
60
right now.
mile an hour
The
wind gusts coming
northwest.
into Sheboygan Falls, moving
The tornado
northeast at
potential obviously
45
fairly
miles
low.
an hour.
I mean, again, this storm's going to be moving into Lake
There's
Michigan
the
within the next
storm
10
there.
minutes. So if we were to get a tornado, it would probably happen on the west side of Sheboygan here in the next few minutes. Zero shame seen here. There's no shame right now. None at all. If we ever get a tornado warning on this storm, there will be shame. I can almost guarantee it. It almost always happens.
Yeah, we got a strong velocity couplet here heading right into Sheboygan.
So we'll continue to keep a close eye on that. Also, as a reminder, today's stream is brought to you by ESP Storm Shelters. If you want a storm shelter to keep you and your family safe, you can check out ESP Shelters with the top link in the description below. And you can get an above-ground storm shelter from them. They also do, and the installation's way cheaper compared to a below-ground shelter. And also, it can keep you and your family safe, especially if there's a flooding situation. We've had a lot of flooding situations recently, and obviously that can cause a lot of problems if you're in a tornado warning, and then after the fact, or even during the fact, there's flooding. It can definitely be a dangerous situation for everybody.
Check out Colorado again real quick.
ESPshelter.com, top link in the description below. Really appreciate them sponsoring today's stream. But definitely recommend
Tell you what, the storm's a monster over top of Fountain, Colorado.
Obviously, the Midwest is one of those areas this time of
Lots
the
of
year.
big hail.
Other areas like Kentucky, Tennessee,
70 mile an hour winds
spots during the springtime. So, are you wearing socks? I'm wearing socks. That's such a random question.
This might be hail, though. I don't think that's a rotation there.
Colorado
Look,
in danger. Mostly just
where it looks like we have
hail.
rotation, there's a big old hail pocket
Outside
there,
of that,
so it
not
might
really
be
looking at
side
a
lobe
whole lot of severe
contamination,
weather
most
risk.
likely.
Any update on the tsunami warnings near Alaska? We do not have any active warnings. They're just advisories right now. And as of now, I don't think we have any updates on that. Currently just advisories. Wind is picking up once again. We're here in Sheboygan, in Wisconsin. Broad rotation is on the west side of town right now.
Sheboygan wins.
Should get propellers for dinner. I don't live on campus or anything. I don't even think that's open this time of the year. Pretty sure it's summer for college. I don't know if I ever had propellers, for the record. And as a reminder, if you're tuning in from the Chicago area, there's no longer a severe thunderstorm watch in place. Severe weather is unlikely at this point for the rest of the evening, but Wisconsin, you guys are still in a tornado watch, at least for the eastern half of the state. Latest radar scan is showing a little bit more of an inflow here on the west side of Sheboygan, and also a little bit of more rotation. Has a very short window, but we have a chance of this trying to produce maybe a brief tornado before going offshore. There's a little hook. The wind is picking up again here.
It's pretty much the end of the threat today. What's left of these storms before they make it into the lakes here. Just got this strong velocity clip here by
Storm located
Sheboygan.
at Sheboygan, Wisconsin. They've just issued a special marine warning off coast too for gusty winds and perhaps water spouts.
Really ramping up here.
Yeah, winds have been pretty strong so far. Nothing too crazy.
Take shelter, Sheboygan.
This is probably the last gasp here for our tornado threat out of this entire area. There's still a low chance of an isolated spin-up tornado south of Green Bay, but generally speaking, most of those storms have been pretty disorganized. Just a lot of rain right now. We also have another new severe thunderstorm warning west of Fort Wayne near Plymouth in Indiana. That'll be for 60-mile-per-hour winds going towards Bremen, eventually going towards Warsaw and
We're going to
northwest.
celebrate the end of tornado season once this storm makes it to
Tag
the
you on
Great
Twitter. We'll
Lakes.
check it out. Any rotation near Appleton? Not really. Just a lot of rain over there. The tornado watch will probably be canceled from the Appleton area here soon. It's
I'm not
mostly just
Max
rain at this
Velocity.
point.
Max Velocity's the guy in the top right, by the way.
Not really seeing a whole lot of a tornado risk.
I'm Nader Juice.
It's from South Bend, Indiana.
I
A
have
few
him
minutes
playing
ago,
just
this
as
was sent
loud
in
as
by
me,
John
though, so you can hear us
Roadtruck
both
on
at the
Twitter.
same time. Little
also
velocity
from
couplet here
Brendan
coming into
Horton
Manawak, too.
over
I
in
see a blast of
Fountain,
wind here in
Colorado.
Manawak.
Look at this storm. Looks gnarly.
Oh, he's looking at the storms in Colorado finally. There's some monster storms out in Colorado.
That is some scary looking clouds right there, if I've ever seen scary looking clouds. That is not a tornado, but those are some scary looking clouds right there. It's actually pretty crazy.
The storms out in Colorado are monstrous. I mean, they're big, big storms. The ones we have here in Wisconsin, they're pretty small. I mean, they're large landmass wise, but they're not really big. You know, they're only reaching up to a max about 30,000 feet where they're severe parts of the storm. That's why we're not seeing any like supercellular tornadoes today. Pretty much all of them have been downbursts, I believe. Now I think we had a supercellular tornado before we started streaming
back
earlier
over
that
to
went
here.
PDS, but me and Max both missed it today. Happened before we started streaming. Happened around 2
Apparently we
o'clock
have a
today.
Photo of something here. Let me load.
I think it was in Wisconsin. Yeah, we had a pretty
This is
strong
a view
PDS
from,
tornado in Wisconsin. earlier.
Vandalia, Illinois. This is a one of the traffic cams there. Pretty good view of the shelf cloud. This is the underneath of that shelf cloud that's rolling through. This area of storms
There's
producing.
like our two
some
areas of
gusty winds right
rotation
now.
coming down here in near
This
Sheboygan.
back over to Sheboygan in Wisconsin.
That's probably the one that's has the highest probability of producing a tornado right here.
So broadly rotating right there on the bottom right of your
Large
screen.
area.
Right over the west side of
winds
Sheboygan,
here.
Wisconsin. Again, tornado
Huge
risk only
pocket.
has so much time. Basically another 5-10 minutes until this thing's offshore. But it has been pretty windy here in Sheboygan over the last few minutes. That camera's been shaking. Got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning back over in El Paso County in Wisconsin. That'll be for 70-mile-per-hour.
That's in
damaging
Colorado
winds up to
Springs. That's where my
ball-sized
friend
hail.
is.
I'll pop up here in a second.
Colorado Springs.
Will this continue into Michigan? Michigan will see a little bit of isolated severe weather tonight. I don't really expect anything beyond just damaging winds, but maybe a very low tornado
Well, it's pretty
risk
much
in the
already
very far
outside of
western half the
Colorado
state. That'd be
Springs. Even
mainly, though,
the
for the
Colorado
coastline, where
Springs
the
is here. It's a
storms will
pretty
be
big
coming over the
town.
water. Here's that new severe thunderstorm warning
storm's,
again. 70-mile-per-hour
pretty much
damaging winds
east of it
ongoing near
now.
Ellicott, just south of Callahan.
These storms got some
This will be going
big
into
size to
rural
them, though.
parts
These
here
are
of areas
big,
east of
strong
Colorado
storms.
Springs. Just stay away from windows
Huge
during that
hail.
severe thunderstorm warning.
Huge hail out here.
Multiple severe warnings there. Nothing too crazy, though. Again, we're not really
How you
looking
doing,
at anything
Tara?
major
Welcome back.
across the board. We have another new severe warning west of Indianapolis. That'll be for damaging winds around 60 miles per hour. This is going to be coming
Big
towards
old,
Indianapolis in the
big
next
old
hour
hailers
or
out
so.
here in Colorado.
So be ready for some damaging wind potential as this
Big old
continues to move
monster
east,
hailers.
just south of Crawfordsville. Hey, DK for the 28 months. Really appreciate that.
Big old
Also, they
monster
have canceled the
hailers.
severe warning back over near South Bend. So that's just gusty winds at this point.
70-mile-an-hour
Really, the
winds,
only severe
ping
storms
pong
across the
ball
entire
size
line are
hail
very
that they just
isolated,
added
and
in
it's
for this
mainly
storm.
from just south of South
Holy
Bend, all the way
smokes,
back
that's a
towards
big
St.
boy.
Louis. But long line of storms here. Just all fairly isolated for our wind threat at this point.
I mean, at this point, too, most of these
So we
storms
got a
out here
much
in
larger line
Colorado,
of
they just
storms than I
moved it
really
out of the last
anticipated.
parts of
It's, going pretty far
civilization.
down to
These
the
are
south and west. We have a new damage
these.
report
We
on
got to
north
warn the
side of
lizards and the
Chicago, back
snakes and
over at
stuff now,
Montrose
where
Harbor,
these
Illinois,
storms
that
are
there was a
headed.
piece of a roof that blew into a gangway between two buildings.
No, these aren't rotating, just
Some of
hail.
the more significant
I
wind
mean,
damage that we've had so
this
far
one's
today.
rotating a little bit, not
Riley
too
has an
loud.
update. Go ahead, Riley.
We do have a 2% out
Hey
here.
Max, it sounds like the maximum observed tsunami was 0.2 feet, so obviously that's not very significant. That was measured in Sandpoint, Alaska.
0.2
And once
feet.
again, there is now no
tsunami.
watch, warning, or advisory for any tsunami activity. So it does seem like we were on the way low end of the predictions, which is of course a good thing. And
I don't know if you
tsunamis
guys
are
were
really
here, but we
hard
got
to
a
predict, so I
7.3
think it is still
earthquake
good
in
that we went through the process of issuing
Alaska.
a watch, then going
the
to an
Alaska
advisory,
Peninsula today.
or a warning and then an advisory in the area today, just because it is something that people forget about being a substantial threat to areas of Alaska. And actually 2 years
What's
ago
left?
yesterday,
Right
we
here.
did have a very significant tsunami in Alaska.
Sheboygan's our
really
last
good
chance for a
result with
tornado, I
what
think.
happened today, and the threat is now done.
Alrighty, thank you for the update. So it looks like we are done with our Alaska tsunami, which again was not very significant. So that's good news. It could have been worse, especially with there being a 7.3 magnitude earthquake. Keep in mind there is still potential for aftershocks.
There's still
so we have to keep an
earthquakes
eye
going
that,
on
but,
though here in Alaska, the
generally
same
speaking,
area,
tsunami risk could be
4.8
on the lower side
magnitude.
of things from here on out. But all the watches and advisories are all
There's a 3.0 happening too as well,
good news.
further out in the Alaskan Peninsula.
Once again, if you have any
It's been like
photos or videos from today's
non-stop
storms, you can add us on
earthquakes there
Twitter
in the
at Max
Alaskan
Velocity
Peninsula
WX.
last couple hours.
Quite a few crazy videos of tornadoes as well come in, and many other.
Yeah, the
crazy things
7.3
as well.
was
This
down
earlier
here. That
into
happened a while
today's stream,
back.
but in case you missed it, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. This is one of the tornadoes that we had
See it right here.
live on stream. This was from Charlie Bordeaux. This is one of the tornadoes that we had on stream today.
These earthquakes are still pretty
Back
strong that
over
are
just north of
happening
Beaver
out
Dam,
there.
it was a little
4.7
pipe that came down. It was on
magnitude.
the ground for maybe 30 seconds or so, maybe 45 seconds. Wasn't on the ground for a super long time, but nonetheless, it was a tornado. We also had a tornado that may have been on the ground.
Big
for
fat
probably
raindrops. How you
hours.
doing, Matt
I'll find a
B?
video of that, but we did have a large tornado that was on the ground for quite some time.
Big fat raindrops in Louisville, Kentucky.
So another video also from CJ Ziegler.
Flash
That
flood
tornado
warnings
that
are
also
still
happened near
going
Beaver
on
Dam.
out
Just
here
a
in
little perspective,
Wisconsin.
a little
Holy
bit closer to
smokes.
it.
Flash flooding considerable.
Quality since I was from the live stream.
I think that was a PDS tornado they had before earlier today around 2
Pretty
o'clock
crazy
in
stuff there
Wisconsin.
from earlier. We've had a whopping.
Yeah,
I
there was a
think,
PDS tornado
6
warning in
tornadoes or
at
5
2
tornadoes
o'clock
confirmed
today
I
in
think it's at
Wisconsin.
6
We
right
missed
now, but
it.
again, that number could change easily.
Max went live right after it happened.
Next video of people dancing. I don't think we have any more videos of people dancing. Where's Beaver Dam? That is right here. That's where the tornado was confirmed. It was just barely north of Beaver Dam.
Lots of big, nasty winds pulling into Sheboygan with a tornado possible chance here. The one last hurrah for the tornado season. Max says we don't have any more crazy days coming till he doesn't know when. China was getting all the crazy rain last year, and so it's
Being dark and southwest.
let's go look in
Michigan.
Kentucky.
Yeah, nothing more than gusty winds is expected. Actually, a live shot back over in Kalamazoo. I don't think we're gonna see much, but you can see some of the cumulonimbus clouds developing there. It's from downtown Kalamazoo, Michigan. Might see some damaging winds here, especially with our second line of storms that's going to move over to Lake Michigan. But the line that's going to be coming in over the next hour.
Are you
probably
down
won't
in
produce
this
much more
area
than
here
50
where the big
mile-per-hour wind
raindrops
gusts.
are? It's not a whole lot of rain in Kentucky right now. Our big old line.
First time on the channel, and I'm here 3 hours later. W, appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Melissa, for becoming a member, welcome to the Velocities. And we do live coverage like this all the time. Obviously, the severe weather risk is definitely lower than it was before when it comes to tornadoes, but we obviously had a very active period there. It was a good 3-4 hours where there was literally nonstop tornado warnings for the most part. So,
Yeah, it was. I can't believe they haven't tornado warned anything else. There were tornado warning every single
Just
gust
better
of wind a
McDonald's
little
or
bit ago.
Wendy's? Definitely Wendy's. How is it rare? Or I got a question: is it rare for a tornado in Ohio? It's not rare. It's just we don't even have a
There's
setup for
tornadoes in Ohio all the time. Holy
Last year we
smokes.
had so many tornadoes in
I
Ohio.
wish there
We were
was
on, like,
no
we had,
tornadoes in
a
Ohio.
record-breaking year last year in Ohio for tornadoes. It was crazy.
Sheboygan's on the list right now.
Keep seeing somebody saying in the chat it's raining cows and pigs in
House
Manitowoc. I
pigs.
don't know if I said the name right, but I don't think it's raining cows or pigs.
Cows or pigs.
Probably raining pretty hard though. The heaviest of the rain is going to be moving offshore here over the next 30 minutes. We also have another little cluster of storms that's developed just west
Could
of
be
Milwaukee.
something trying to happen
It's gonna be
right
mainly
here.
Gusty winds. Not really looking at much of a tornado risk with those
Keep
storms.
something trying to happen right here and something right in here.
Rotation over Sheboygan, still pretty broad. I don't think we're going to get a tornado warning at this point. Just very broad rotation over town. Not really enough to produce a tornado. Also, the rotation on the storm near Belgium is completely falling apart.
Getting a
so
lot
really
of
not
winds
looking
out
at
here
much
with
of a
all the
risk of a
fishies in the
tornado
Great
either.
Lakes, so for sure.
Otherwise, we're mostly looking at wind and rain across most of
On
central
Alaska,
northeastern
Texas.
Wisconsin right now.
We just had. Did you feel? Are you in Texas, America?
Kind of shifting over
Did
to
you
the
feel that
south a little bit
7.3
towards
earthquake we
Indiana,
had
where
out
we got a
there?
long line of storms. It's mainly producing damaging winds going along I-74 right now. Let's see if we have any cameras also along I-74. We have a few cameras that are going to be in the
on
path of some of
Alaska.
the severe weather here soon.
On Alaska, you made me think it was Alaska, but you're saying on Alaska, Texas. I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. We had a 7.3 earthquake out in Alaska, the Alaskan
Low
Peninsula
sus
here,
day.
like
It was sus
2
earlier.
hours ago, and there was a
We started the
tsunami
stream
too,
with
but it was
a
a real
PDS
small
tornado
one.
warning. I don't know the last time that we had a PDS tornado warning before today. It feels like it's been a while.
You
Did have
faked
one
me
earlier
out with a
today,
city
stream.
name.
Not a super common occurrence as of lately.
Oh, you're way out there, north of Houston.
Pennsylvania storm looks good.
My
Couple,
goodness, there's
wind
not a
reports
drop
come
of
out
rain
this, too.
anywhere.
Actually,
Pretty
added
much
a
in
tornado
the
possible label to the
entire
storm here
east
near
side of
Leechburg
Texas.
and Lower Burrell. There was a
Yeah,
report of a
I don't know if
tree
you're
down in
hoping for
Wexford,
rain, but I don't think you're
Pennsylvania.
going to get
Also,
any
outdoor-sized
today.
hail was reported.
There's
Over in
nothing out
Leechburg,
here.
there was also a report of a road closed due to flash flooding. Got another damage report of a tree down in US 22, so we've had some trees fall down. Storm is broadly rotating. A little hook on the storm, which is probably why they issued a tornado possible label on it, but not seeing a whole lot of rotation on radar. It's very weak, if that, so not super concerned about this. Any news on the tsunami? No tsunami at this point. The tsunami only went to like 0.2 feet, so it's pretty small.
Yeah, it was only like a 4-inch tsunami, but it
All
was
these
still a tsunami, right?
Warnings have been canceled, and also advisories have been canceled.
One last hurrah for Sheboygan.
What age do you start liking weather? I got into weather when I was like 3. I mean, I watched the Weather Channel growing up. That was like my big thing. All my young years were mostly spent watching the Weather Channel. You have stuff for tomorrow? I don't think we're going to be live tomorrow. There isn't really much of a reason to go live tomorrow, unless out of
Nothing's
absolute
really
thin air we get a
rotate too
tropical
much out
storm
in
that's actually
Colorado.
significant, which seems
Yeah,
unlikely.
a little
The only
rotation
thing
out
that's
here.
streamable tomorrow would be this large marginal
Nothing
threat
too
from
wild, though.
Oklahoma back into New England. Again, I'm not really confident that we're going to really see anything tomorrow when it comes to a severe weather risk aside from wind. Maybe a little bit of isolated hail. The tornado risk is very low. It'll be mainly over in northern New England and upstate New York. So I don't see much of a reason to go live tomorrow, but we'll
Go back to
definitely look
Chicago
and see if
radar. We
anything
haven't
changes
checked Illinois
tonight,
in
but
a
it looks
while.
unlikely that there's a live stream tomorrow. Then Friday doesn't look like a
Really
stream
hasn't
day.
anything been
Saturday,
happening
Sunday,
in
Monday,
Illinois other than this line of
Tuesday,
storms.
Wednesday are the next days to look out for. I think Saturday is not going to happen, but Sunday through Tuesday or Wednesday will probably be stream days.
I mean, our 5% tornado threat basically
Will it be live
ends right
Tuesday?
here.
I have no clue.
It's up
It's too
in
far
here.
out, but I do think early next week looks to be pretty active. Show you guys
Pretty
the,
much all
future
these
radar
storms
here.
basically just heading over
Just a
into
second.
Michigan and
I'll pull it up.
Indiana are just straight line winds.
So beyond today, we are going to be looking at a fairly quiet weather pattern, I think, this weekend. There will be some storms, especially in the Ohio Valley, and also back over in the high plains. Some severe weather will be possible. Don't really see anything too crazy on Saturday. Sunday kind of looks the same. Perhaps a low tornado risk in Nebraska, South Dakota. That's a maybe low-end day of a live stream. Monday, watching for some storms in the Dakotas and also back over in the Midwest. Tuesday, maybe another line of storms or two. Wednesday, Thursday, a few more lines of thunderstorms. So I think the biggest thing really over the next week or two will be these mesoscale convective system days, which basically means lines of thunderstorms will be the biggest story. Our mid-level flow doesn't look like anything crazy, mostly northwesterly flow, which will promote more big storms. But look at this right here. By the end of the month, we might be just dealing with a large death ridge, or otherwise known as just a big like ring of fire sort of setup, where all of our jet stream is kind of circling around this. Usually promotes drier and warmer weather and also less severe weather. So might have a little quieter weather pattern as we go into early August, but we'll have to wait and see. That could change. They have canceled the severe warning just west of Sheboygan. There's a report that there's a lot of street flooding in Plymouth, Wisconsin. But there's no longer any severe warnings in Wisconsin. We're back down to 18 severe warnings for the time being, which will drop further here in a moment.
No more severe warnings in Wisconsin.
We now have 2-inch sized hail on the storm back over in Colorado. This
The
one's gonna be
last
back over near
velocity
El
couplet's
Paso
almost
in
out into the
Colorado.
water.
We've upgraded 2 different warnings to 2-inch sized hail here. So some big hail right now falling right along I-25 and also near Ellicott. So if you're in this area, make sure that you're avoiding it if you can, especially if you're traveling on the roadways. Some big hail falling right along the interstate by the sound.
Yeah, for real, Nancy, man. I hope we never have that issue again.
You can actually see the storm right now from one of these cameras. Look at this. This is actually a pretty good view of the storm. 2. It's a live shot from just south of Fountain. You can see the storm. It's very elevated, but all the hail's going to be buried back in there.
It's a shot of that storm down in Colorado. Pretty much our only chance for a tornado that remains for the day is going to be down here in Colorado. It's in pretty much out here in the middle of nowhere.
Is Quick Trip safe?
Like
The John Deere?
it's moving out of Colorado
Yeah, I think you're
Springs,
doing all
right? It's basically heading out into the desert. So I think we are good, guys. Really appreciate everybody stopping in today. Thanks for watching. And again, if the severe weather happens, I'll be here. We'll go live again. But it might be a while before we have some severe weather again. Let me go ahead and post our Discord link one more time. If anybody wants to join, it's like a free chat room. You can hop in here and chat about the weather. We talk about it when we're offline. Look at big old cheese curd. She's such a cute kitty.
You're going to do cheese curd merch at some point. Right?
Yep, that's our Discord. And I really appreciate y'all stopping in today. I love y'all. And I'll see you next time. And everybody stay safe out there.
She is fit.
Thanks.